Ooh. What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
And this is the Nerdy.
The Wordy.
The Book Club. Iron Tangle Untangled. That should have been the name of the episode.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's still a mess.
The problem with naming the YouTube videos with the naming convention of the Nerdy Wordy Book Club is Dungeon Anarchist Cookbook. I had to cut out the because it's so long that it changes my ability to title the videos.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of information in our titles. I don't think we need to put Nerdy Wordy Book Club in it because that's the name of the channel and it's just, I guess, kind of redundant. That way we could fit more letters
just
in.
Calling out all the work that I do.
No, I'm like...
First, starting the show off with being like, I don't know if the way that you've done this for 4 years is good.
You're like, this is a problem. And I'm like, I have a solution. I'm a problem solver.
Shitting all over my work. This is how my day starts, chat.
Yeah.
This is how my day starts. My wife just immediately comes in and be like, hey, you know that thing we've done for 4 years? Bad.
Did I say bad? When did I say the word bad? We're recording. You can go check.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. We're talking about Dungeon Anarchist Cookbook, the third book of Dungeon Crawler Carl, chapters 25 through the end of the novel. Getty Disciple says, are we solution-oriented or still in the feeling stage? And I'm going to say both.
I think we're in different stages is the problem.
I don't really see it as a problem. I just am like... the length of titles I can use for the videos changes based on the title of the book length.
Yeah.
That's all I was saying.
Yeah.
But then the titles of all of our video, I guess I'll go back and change 4 years worth of video titles. And I'll just go do that for you today.
Sure. That's how you want to spend your time? I won't stop you.
Good morning, chat. Thank you all for being here on this Friday. It is a Friday.
Yeah.
It is a day of the week.
Yeah. Is it the first day of spring?
Is it? I thought that was tomorrow.
Maybe it's tomorrow. I don't know. It's raining, though. At least it's not snowing.
I don't know. Honestly, the rain today is really gross, and I would rather it be snowing.
No, because that means it's cold outside.
Yeah, but I have padding.
Okay. Good for you.
I want to say thank you to everyone who joined me for my live yesterday. Yeah. On the first live ever on Nerdy Daily, my anime channel. The reception to that was incredible. So much fun.
Yeah,
we
I'll
built
have a good time.
4/10 of the Going Merry. So I will be figuring out a time to finish that. What?
4/10.
There's 10 bags and I did 4 of them.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was just doing the math.
That's fair. Yeah.
That will probably be in early April because we're gone next week. So it's a good time to remind you that the questions channel in the Discord is open. That channel will be open until Monday because Clarus and I are going to pre-record next week's book club. It will be premiering, so it will be like a live like this. We won't be talking directly to chat next week because we are going to record that either Monday or Tuesday. And we will put that out into the world on Friday while we are at PAX East.
Yes.
As we are probably going to be shooting some promotional material for our next roleplay relay show.
New show. Let's go.
Very exciting. We did our session 0 last night with the cast and came up with some characters and all that information is going off to artists. And we're going to have some pretty big announcements in a couple months.
Yeah. We'll probably maybe close it like midnight on Sunday just because we are filming the video on Monday.
Yeah.
So it won't be closing end of day Monday. Unless, I don't know, depending on where you live.
It's not really closing. You can keep throwing your questions in there. We just might not get to them if we've already recorded the video.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. Boston. Yeah, Pie Pepper Guy. We're going to be in Boston.
Yes.
Going down to the Harvard Yard to smart pack your car.
Should we find that restaurant again?
Oh, the one over by Harvard?
Was that where it was?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I think, well, if we do that, it might be
like the best food we ever had.
I know, I just think it's like...
Far.
Yeah.
Sure. That's fair.
I think it's on the other side of Boston.
I can't remember what it was called, and it was like the best meal we've ever had.
I could, if we go to Harvard, I could walk you to it.
I believe that.
I could
right
walk
by the
you.
theater.
I could walk you to the exact location of it.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's right by the theater.
Yeah. If we
Anyway.
found the theater and walked from there.
If you're going to be at PAX East, hit us up. I don't know. We'll be around, taking photos, playing games, and
give us a wave.
Playing Magic the Gathering. If you have a Commander deck, find us in a bar late night playing Commander.
We'll be around somewhere.
Yeah, very excited for PAX East. It's going to be a fun convention, partially because it's the first convention we've done in a while where we decided to go so late that we really don't have plans. So we just don't have we're just kind of going just to like hang out with our friends.
Yeah, we're just going to go chill.
Yeah.
It's going to be nice. I'm excited.
Good times. Dungeon Crawler Carl. We've finished 3 books in this fantastic little series. Sure. Clarus, how you feeling about the 3rd book of Dungeon Crawler Carl right now?
We're almost at 4K subs on this channel.
We are almost at 4K subs on the Wordy Book Club channel.
Hell yeah. This book is banging. Mm-hmm. I mentioned that I had reservations at the beginning where I was like, I don't know, man. I don't, my brain doesn't work like this. And it was like, no, doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. And like knowing that the like tricks of it would have been things that I would never been able to figure out anyways. It's like, oh, okay. It doesn't matter. It's fine. And I'm glad that I was able to just, set that aside and enjoy the book because you already said this, but I think it also might be my favorite so far.
I think it's the best book so far, for sure.
Yeah.
Like I have no qualms about saying that I think that this is the best book so far.
Yeah.
I think that it has the most like character stuff for each of the individual characters. I think that it is the most kind of complete of an idea. Because what I like the first 2 books quite a bit, right?
Yeah.
But the first book to me is split between the 2 levels, and there's a lot going on. There's a lot to be introduced, and Donut becomes a character over the course of that book, but doesn't have as much arc as much as she's just trying to find her way into being a character.
Yeah.
Book 2 Book 2 I think is a little bit hampered, just the tiniest bit, by the circus plotline being more interesting than the second half plotline.
Fair.
And so the build of that book feels a little bit lopsided.
Okay, yeah.
And then they're both like 9 out of 10 books. I've enjoyed every book in the series a great amount. I just think that this book as a complete arc and a build from beginning to end was the strongest choice.
Yeah.
And I think that we got some really wonderful sort of narrative tension commitment by the book to continue to ratchet the same ratchet over and over and over again. So it felt like very cohesive as a narrative.
Yeah.
The Iron Tangle as an idea, as confusing as it was, felt like the book was very assured of what the narrative build of that was. And to me, I just think it was so strong. It was such a strong book and so enjoyable. Yeah. Great comedy, great characters. Getting to really dive into Katya was such a dream.
I know.
She's fantastic. The whole Hecla sequence was wonderful.
Yeah. But and I was like, where does it go from here?
But unlike the kind of the circus scene in book 2, the Hecla scene didn't feel like it overshadowed the rest of the book. It felt like it led into the rest of the book in a stronger way. And yeah, I think this book is fantastic. I loved it. The return of the Maestro at the end was such an incredible twist. Didn't see that coming from a million miles away.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that was great.
The sort of end of Rise of Skywalker moment that we get because of that, where like everybody shows up to save Carl. Uh-huh. Just so inspirational and heartwarming, right? Like the reality of Carl earning. We as the audience have watched Carl earn everybody show up for him. Yeah. And then they do is just the way I want stories to be told, man. It's why I love One Piece. This series and One Piece are very similar in some really interesting ways in terms of their sort of like empirical stances, a lot of like the political kind of conversations going on, the way in which the world government hangs over the individual islands and kind of keeps them separate and leads to these sort of political squabbles. They're not one-to-ones, but they live in the same kind of ideology. Carl being an anarchist and Luffy being an anarchist definitely helps that, right?
Yeah.
They're neither of them are heroes within the system, but they are heroes for the people who are underneath the boot of the system.
Yeah.
And yes, Sir Jimmers, I mean, they're similar because they're non-political, comedic, goofy series.
Yeah. Lazy Steve, welcome to the Nerds Radiant. Thank you so much for becoming a member.
Lazy Steve, what's up?
Also, Skip Cat, I'm like sick. I didn't go outside, so I didn't like catch anything, but last week we swung from like plus 17 to like minus 21 within the span of like a day, and then it just kept the weather change has really like fucked up my sinuses in a way that's not fun. So yeah, sorry if I sound insane.
Yeah.
But
he's got a little raw throat.
Yeah.
But you don't pound, like, the difference in you and I, the biggest difference in you and I as human beings is that when I'm like this, I pound throat coat.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
I chug throat coat all day, day. Give me that licorice goodness coating my throat.
Yeah, I it's every singer's like go-to swear by, and it makes no difference for me. So.
You say that about every medicine.
No, I don't.
Apparently Chuck Norris has died. Oh no.
Damn.
That's...
Sucks for his family.
Yeah. I sorry. I just read that and I feel like I'm reacting weirdly. Sad for his family.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. That just threw me through a loop, and I read it and then processed it and then felt very awkward about it.
Yeah, there's kind of like, this was kind of a rule, unspoken rule on Twitch, which hasn't really made it over to YouTube. But like telling someone in the middle of their show that like someone is dead may not be the best way to interact with that show, because people are like, oh, how do I react to that?
Yeah,
we do reaction content. We don't react to people's deaths.
Yeah. And I don't mean this as a dig at Chuck Norris at all. At all. I promise. I just don't... Like, I know the Chuck Norris jokes. I've never actually seen Chuck Norris in anything. And I have no emotional... Like, it's sad for his wife that he's dead. I just don't know, or I don't even know if he's married. I don't know anything about Chuck Norris. And so I feel weird.
Same. That's why I'm like, wow, I'm an asshole, because I don't feel anything.
Yeah.
And then I just sit here feeling like an asshole.
Anyway, we're going to move on. This book is good. It's really good. Yeah. I love it quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I'm coming out of Stormlight. I did not know what this show was going to be.
Yeah.
I didn't know like what we were going to do. I knew we were going to cover The Expanse, but like we'd already seen the TV show, and I was like, oh, is that going to be interesting? I knew that I was going to cover Percy Jackson, but the audience is less interested in that just by numbers, right?
Sure.
And I'm less interested, right? It's a fine kids book.
Yeah.
That's not true. It's a really good kids book that I think has a layer of misogyny on it that I think is dangerous for children to get too invested in. And I do think that actually it's like one of those books for boys that leads to boys having bad behavior, especially towards girls. It's very like Percy Jackson is just mansplaining how to be a hero to people who know a lot more about being a hero than him a lot. And I'm like, I don't know. It's a weird...
Yeah.
And so coming out of Stormlight, I was like, fuck, man. Like, I guess we're going to cover this Dungeon Crawler Carl book. I hope it's not as dumb as it sounds from the outside.
Yeah.
And it isn't. It isn't. And what's so weird about that is I don't know... Like, I don't know why I can't come up with a better way to sell this series to people. But it is hard to sell. It's a hard explain because you either kind of already know what it is or you're not prepared for it. You know what I mean? Like, because the way that I would explain the series to people is by referencing media that it is like. But if you've never, like, if you're completely detached from my mom, if I was trying to explain this to my mom, and I was like, oh, it's like a person in a book is living a video game.
Yeah.
My mom would be like, I like Tetris. Like, trying to explain this to someone who doesn't at least have the touchstone of what an RPG is sounds impossible.
Yeah.
And so this series, as brilliant as it is, I do feel like I came into it with weird expectations because...
Oh, I had no expectations because I didn't know what it was.
Well, I thought it was going to lean more towards Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Okay.
Than like One Piece. And I think it actually leans more towards One Piece than Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Okay.
Right? Like, I love Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I really do. But the parody elements of that book, the satire of that book, leans into an absurdism that is brilliant. And I think the absurdism of Hitchhikers is great. But partially because it's dated, and partially because it comes from a time when sci-fi was less a part of our everyday life, and so it's harder at that. It's guessing at science fiction in a way where Dungeon Crawler Carl is directly commenting on the technology we are currently living with. I feel like the political and kind of like deeper messages of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy aren't as strong as this book. I'm not shitting on Hitchhiker's Guide, I promise. Those books are trying to do something very specific, and they're very good at it. But my mom loves Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's one of the first book series she like gave me her copies of. I still have they're so yellowed and old. And I don't think she would like this. Right? But I do think it's kind of like an action adventure Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy isn't really true. You know what I mean? And so there's just it's a weird series to explain to someone without and maybe it's just that lit RPG is a weird thing to explain to people who don't know lit RPG. Like, maybe just as a genre it's weird, but it's just...
I didn't know what it was.
Right, but you've played... I don't need to explain video game mechanics to you. I mean, that's not 100% true. If it's a Zelda game, I do. But 9 times out of 10, I don't need to explain video game mechanics to you.
You don't need to explain good video game mechanics, is what you're trying to say to me.
Yeah, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, huge flop.
I didn't say it flopped. There are plenty of successful things that aren't good. Just saying.
Calling Breath of the Wild not good is crazy.
Breath of the Wild, Breath of the Wild just wasn't for me.
No, I'm totally just teasing you.
Yeah, I want to be clear. I have seen other people play. I understand the appeal. It wasn't for me.
Oh no, 100%. I just like teasing you. But you have played too much Skyrim for me to have to explain to you that doing the thing levels up the thing. Right? Okay.
I mean, Tetris also does that.
No.
Yeah, you level up, it goes faster.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm saying. If I punch you, I get experience in punching. Because Dungeon Crawler Carl works on like Skyrim rules, right? It isn't you level up and then you choose where to put. It is for your base stats, but it isn't for. It is more of a Skyrim style level system, and I think that having a baseline understanding of those kind of video game systems really helps with a book like this.
Sure.
That I do think that if you're not a video gamer, it would be difficult to get into. Like, I just think that. I also said during our reactions this week, like, being a video gamer prior to going into the dungeon would benefit you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, I think that you and I would do pretty well in here because we have an understanding of game design. And because we've played enough video games and we've talked about, you know what I mean? That, like, if the dungeon were to happen in real life, I think that you would see a lot of people succeeding at it would be inappropriate, hot, athletic video gamers. Like, bisexual athletic video gamers would have a huge advantage because we'd be willing to do the, like, sexy shit for the audience.
All bisexuals.
We would kind of be weird. We would be kind of weirdly positioned if we survived through, like, the initial kind of fuckery.
Oh, yeah, if we didn't just get real bad luck.
We would be weirdly positioned to understand how to succeed at this.
Because we're YouTubers who also play video games.
Who, like, play a lot of TTRPGs and think about party composition a lot. Right? Like, D&D sets you up for this well, because you're like, oh, we need to have a plan for how we're breaking down the party. And, like, I think that if you and I ended up in the dungeon, especially if we had some of our, like, more athletic friends, we would, once I knew that the leveling system was basically Skyrim, the way in which we would have to talk about the initial leveling that we would do to try and make sure that our initial builds complemented each other would be something that regular people wouldn't do, right?
Yeah.
Because that you wouldn't think about that. But, like, I know my autistic ass. I'd be in there like, all right, guys, we have to choose now what we're wasting our time on level 1.
Yeah.
What build do you want to have in this?
Yeah.
And what part of our party comp are you going to be? That's how we're going to survive this, is if our shit works together.
Yeah.
And there, you know, if my mom ended up in the dungeon, she'd be like, I don't know. I sell coffee.
Yeah.
I've played Tetris and I'm insanely good at it, and that's it. My mom is genuinely barring people who roll the back of the controller, my mother is one of the best Tetris players on the planet. She's not quite at the rolling level, but anything below rolling, she can get to level 20 and get the fucking rocket ship to take off. Only on the original Game Boy, though. It can't be on any other system. But my mom on the original Game Boy fucking killed me as a kid because I wanted to be good at it. And she was so good at it. It just drove me nuts.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fascinating. I don't know what the point of all this that I'm saying is. I'm just talking, but it is interesting to think about the series and, like,
point is, we would be great at this.
No. I'm not saying that we'd be great at it. We'd be better positioned to be great at it.
Yeah, we could be.
We could be great at it.
We have the potential inside of us.
It would really depend on surviving the first hour.
Yeah.
Right? And then getting a couple of early, like, lucky loop things.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened for a lot of these people, right? Like, Hecla got the crossbow early.
Yeah.
That turned into her whole build. Lucia Del Mar got something related to those dogs that got her through at the beginning. Donut and Carl got Speaking Donut, which was absolutely massive for them, right?
Yeah.
As well as the Shroud. The Shroud has been invaluable.
Yes, true. The pedicure kit.
Prepotente. Oh my god, you guys, we met Prepotente. Why didn't we start with that? We met Prepotente. What the fuck, Matt Dinniman? This is the funniest shit.
I definitely did not expect to have screaming goats in the audiobook.
I just thought that was the class or the race that he chose.
No, yeah, he's a literal goat.
But it seems like he's a literal goat, but he does walk on 2 feet now. Right?
Yes.
Right? Like, it seems like the way that it was described in the book, it seems like he chose a goat man race and is standing.
He's like Satan.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking love Satan, man.
Yeah. We love Satan over here.
I'm pretty sure they mentioned it in previous books.
The screaming? I don't think so.
They mentioned him they mentioned that he was a goat man in previous books. Yes, but I thought that he was a human that had turned into a goat at the beginning of the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't know that he had been a goat that turned into a goat man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, his sentience came from a different spell that anthropomorphized him more than Donut.
Oh.
Oh, so he didn't choose this at the beginning of the third... Huh. I thought he would have just chosen Goat Man. He's not a satyr. A satyr is a human from
face.
like the knees up. Or, from the hips up.
Yeah.
With horns and goat legs. He has a goat head.
He is Satan. Yeah.
I think they mentioned that the woman had her goats, and then later they were like, and now she has a goat man. I extrapolated it was a goat. Oh, I missed that, because I didn't know that Prepotente and the shepherd were together. I knew that there was a woman with goats. I thought Prepotente was a separate...
Yeah, I also thought that. I don't know why.
Especially because they weren't together in the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, just wild.
Okay.
Just, it was very surprising, and I did love it. That was one of my favorite moments in the reaction.
Yeah, that was so funny.
We reacted to every chapter this week.
Asshole too. Oh my god.
I don't think he is an asshole though, right? I think he doesn't really. I don't think he means any of it. I think he's just saying shit all the time.
Yeah.
And that's kind of lovable about him, right? It's like he's a goat. He's not smart. He's just a goat who just can talk. He's not like Donut, who's demure, right? She is. Donut fucking rocks a death show.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't say that that's demure. But...
I think she's very demure. And I think that Donut would be very mad at you if you said she wasn't.
She wants to be.
He's a metaphor for Tourette's? I don't know that I would agree with that.
No, he's a goat, and goats scream.
Yeah. I think that Tourette's is a very specific neurological condition.
Yeah.
And
no, like goats like literally scream, and apparently they're assholes. Like Justin is like,
oh yeah,
grew up on a goat farm. He's like, I fucking hate goats, man. They're such assholes.
To be fair, Carl did steal 2 bosses from Prepotente. Get good, Prepotente. Kill them faster. It's not Carl's fault.
You're too slow.
Also, like, the idea that Prepotente was gonna kill the boss. You sure about that, bud?
That plan actually sounded pretty good. I don't know. I think it definitely could have happened.
Anyway, really like this book. It's my favorite one so far. Shall we talk about the chapters?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Chapter 25. We saved 1,000 people at the end of the last book. Huge moment. And we start off by telling all of them, hey, can we get your hats and all of your line keys? And you guys can go host up, do your Helm's Deep moments for the end of this. We're going to go try and save more people. And they go back to the Downward Dog.
Yeah, and Katya gets into the Desperado Club. Let's go.
Yeah, she gets her little tattoo.
They all have matching tattoos now.
I know. I am a little sad for her that we will never see the inside of the Vanquisher Club.
Fair.
More for us. I am happy that Katya has the Desperado Pass because she can drink with her friends.
Yeah, exactly.
And not go drink by herself, which is what I do, and it is depressing.
When?
Whenever I have a little whiskey and you don't drink with me because you don't drink whiskey.
God.
What? I drink by myself. All by myself.
But you're not alone. I am present in the house.
You're not alone. I'm in another room.
Sometimes the same room.
That's like being like, you're not drinking alone. There are other people in the bar.
Yeah.
They're not talking to you, but...
Yeah, 100%. It's not alone. It's alone if there's nobody around.
Sure.
Do you think the song Alone by Heart was How Do I Get You in a Crowded Bar? With no one talking to us? No. It was no other people in the room.
How do I get you in a crowded bar with no one talking to us?
My new hit single. Bruce.
How do I get you in a crowded bar with no one talking to us? You're never alone when the voices in your head won't shut the fuck up. That is true.
That's also true.
Blue.
Yeah.
True. Oh my god. We are rich now. We are very rich now. And
hell yeah.
Katya has officially made her way into the top 10 our little party is almost a third of the top 10 by ourselves.
Well, Carl and Donut are 3 and 4 now, right? Or
Yeah, they pop up a little bit. And unfortunately, politics enters the novel. As the Bloom has decided that Katya's former PR person, Loita, is going to be taking over.
Boo.
Because she's part of the fascist party.
Boo.
And Zev is being sent off to fucking re-education camp. Yeah, pray the gay away camp.
Yeah.
I'm so mad about Zev.
I know, me too.
I am livid.
Yeah, I'm pissed.
She's an exploiter. Peter, she's an exploiter. Yes, she is. This situation is rough, and I fucking hate Loita. I want to start by saying that. Having said that, I do think it is kind of fair when she's like, no, I'm going to be in the room with you and Odette because we found that certain crawlers, by having access to these interviews, have more information than other people, and it's not fair. And there is a part of me that, like, if the dungeon was fair, that is a great point. Yes. The dungeon is in no way fair, so I don't really give a shit about it in this world.
Yeah.
But for fairness, it is a good point. Carl's gotten a lot of information from sources that he should not be getting information from.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Loita finds out about the fucking cookbook.
Yeah. That would be a problem.
Because she's all about fairness, Chad.
We might have to kill Loita.
We might have to. We're going to kill Loita. Carl is already trying to figure out how to do it.
I think
Carl meets this woman and immediately goes, how can I manipulate the system so that you die?
Carl literally meets her and is like, you know what? He's like writing his... you fuckers didn't actually do anything outside the dungeon. It's time we take this shit to the next level. I was like, oh.
Oh, and I mean, it is the line of the whole book, right?
Yeah.
It's the line of the... It's probably the most important line in the series. Realistically, right?
Probably.
Is Carl saying, you will not break me, but I will break you.
Yikes.
That is probably going to end up being the most important line in the books. Because it's like the foundational theology upon which the rest of these books are going to be built.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. But now their chats aren't private, so it's going to make things difficult. Because it means he's going to have to keep things from Donut and Katya, and that will drive a wedge between them in a way that is not fair, but he also can't tell them. Why
do you think it's going to drive a wedge between them?
Well, because if he kind of has his own secondary agenda, right, trying to fuck shit up, if I was in a party with you and you were, you had other goals, additional goals, I would want to know that, especially going into situations. And I'd be like, well, why didn't you trust me? And it's like, well, it's not about trusting you. It's just about that we literally cannot talk about this out loud because people are watching.
They can, though, very easily. Because there is the, biggest loophole in this ever.
What? Why?
They can just pass information through Mordecai.
Oh, yeah, because we said we think it's chat,
the
crawlers chat and not...
book specifically says that they can pay to read the chat between you and other crawlers.
Yeah.
And so if there is anything that they need to hide from the public, they can hide that from the public through Mordecai.
Theoretically, yes.
They have the so long as they don't start selling the rights to that chat as well. I can't imagine they would, considering the audience can't even see Mordecai.
Most of the time.
Which feels weird to me. I'm not sure why the audience... The decision to have the audience not be able to see Mordecai is a strange one to me. Just because... Not for Matt Dinniman to do it, but for the show to do it. Mordecai would be a character people know. Why wouldn't you want these recurring characters to be visible to the audience? Because then, they're especially on floor 1, there's a chance that audience members would start to follow and favorite a crawler because their guide is that person's favorite, former crawler.
Maybe they see that as unfair.
I mean, yeah, but again, the crawl isn't actually fair. Loita is using fairness to justify actions that are bullshit. nothing about the crawl is fair.
Yeah, sure.
Right? Quan getting that golden cape that allows him to become an absolute unit.
Fucking menace.
Because
menace.
He was the first one to open a box after Carl and Donut did something isn't fair.
Yeah.
Nick Allen Reed says, was that established after he became their manager? I guess it wasn't addressed again.
Which?
Them seeing Mordecai. Philip says, it's odd that press can see Mordecai, but viewers can't. Yeah, that's odd too, right?
I feel like for the crawl to continue to be successful, I feel like it is kind of weird if you're like, hey, these are the contracts that we handed out to people that like got so far, right?
Yeah.
Because then people are like kind of privy to Mordecai's contract in a way. Like maybe that's what the problem is. So they're like, we can't have him visible to viewers because that's not part of Mordecai's contract, and we don't want people to know exactly what was established there.
But the weird thing about it is that everyone's gonna know that Mordecai is their manager.
Well,
Carl is running around being like, Mordecai.
Well, I know, and also they obviously, the viewers obviously know something because of the box, right? The fan box.
Right, they did that to fuck with Mordecai.
So they can't see him, but they are aware that he's there.
The Dutch Call It World is a show that has the most unhinged fan base. You just know the deep lore heads, because there's this kid that I keep seeing pop up on TikTok, and he's I don't know, maybe 13, 14, and he's on this basketball podcast, and they'll do these shorts where he rattles off every MVP in order in the NBA and stuff like that. And he's memorized it. And it's cool. I'm not taking that away from him at all. But he didn't watch any of those games, right? Or at least not when they aired. He's a fucking 14-year-old, right? He's talking about players from the 60s who, and I, again, not taking anything away from him, but I just feel like Dutch Call It World would have those people that are like, I can name who won the crawl every year going back 300 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It would just have that sort of...
I can name the top 10 how they died.
Yeah.
From this year to this year. Yeah.
I can't believe you forgot number 6 from Dungeon Crawl 30. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Knuckles Mustache says, big disorganized corporation makes random, poorly thought out, paradoxical decisions about the show. Hard to suspend disbelief for that. Yeah.
That's never happened before.
What? Our government just start a war with no plan for how it would work, or how they were going to keep the Strait of Hormuz open, or keep the global economy intact. Everything's fine.
Yep.
You guys say nobody has won the crawl, but I'm assuming the last person to die is considered the winner, right? It's sort of in my interpretation of it, the winner of the crawl would be whoever made it the furthest.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could say that.
Chloe says, I think part of it is they don't want former crawlers taking the spotlight for various reasons. Not taking away from current crawlers, but not letting them build up more celebrity clout. I do understand that as an idea, but in my experience, that's just not how reality television works. And so, for me, reality TV is so built on any time someone from old reality TV can show up. And so my framework for it is built on oh, we're going to do a new love show, and the host is going to be Nick Lachey. Because remember when he was on that love show from the 90s? You know what I mean?
Right.
That's just... Our real-world reality television is so built on mantle passing. The Bachelor and the Bachelorette have literally done it by having the Bachelor... the loser of the Bachelor become the Bachelorette, and sort of handing the show down so that there's this constancy through the cast, okay, and they're connected to one another. It's not a complete new cast of complete new faces that you don't know anything about. And next time on Talking Crawl, yeah, I don't know, it's just it's fascinating to me. Mordecai to me is such a resource. Now granted, a lot of the other guides suck, and so it might actually just be that because like we're viewing it from the lens of Mordecai fucking rocks and is good at his job and wants to be doing it.
They don't want to show the like
Not wants to be doing it,
alcoholic one stealing the like Ellie's money and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that like it might just be that the majority of the guides aren't valuable to the show in the way that Mordecai is, right? And that does make sense. I'm viewing it from the lens of Mordecai would be such a boon to your show.
Yes.
When he's not drunk crying about his. But like from a television perspective, a cat knocking over the guide's ashes and then getting sentience, that does numbers. Oh my god, Mordecai having to like be the fucking manager of the cat that desecrated his mother's dead body. There's a plot line there, Chad.
Yeah. I guess there's so many things happening in the dungeon that like maybe it's a budget thing.
Yeah.
Maybe they're like, we have hundreds of thousands of crawlers, maybe millions, right? Mm-hmm. We can only show so many people and things. I don't know.
Yeah. That's interesting. The Bachelor has been brought up, and so Dumari has brought up, they picked a Mormon wife to lead, but whoops, domestic violence history they knew about in 2023, so the whole season is canceled before air. Can we talk about this for 2 minutes? Can we have 2 minutes to talk about this?
Yeah, oh god, yeah.
What the fuck, ABC? How did this happen? I'm not even a Bachelor fan. I've only watched 2 seasons in the entire history of your show.
Yeah.
Because the woman I was dating at the time fucking loved it. How did you fuck this up so badly? ABC.
They thought they could get away with it.
She attacked multiple men. And then you put her in a room with multiple men. And now you're canceling it when you have all the press in the world? You've already filmed it. Put it out. You'll make money.
Yeah. Those poor people who are on this season who are like, wow, this is going to be like a huge deal for me. They spent all that time filming to it not ever airing, and that sucks.
I don't give a fuck about that. Put it on television and make your money back. Donald Trump is the president of the United States. We don't have morals anymore.
Anything goes, I guess.
What are you talking about? Oh, we're not gonna put it out because like that would be immoral. Have you been in the United States in 2026? This is a lawless place. You're going to throw away tens of millions of dollars to pretend you have morals now? Now?
I don't know.
After the way you treated Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., we know you don't.
Maybe they're going to be like, oh my god, just kidding, you guys are so right, we're going to air it, and then it's going to have even bigger numbers. I am genuinely shocked. The body cam footage from her arrest was literally in the first episode of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Oh, 1,000%. Yeah.
1,000%. Linus Fiction says, put it out, make your money. Clearly I've misunderstood Nerdy's values all this time. Oh, no. I want to be very clear. I wouldn't work with her. Because I have morals and I have values. My values are consistent.
We're saying the Bachelor doesn't
I am
have morals.
confused about the fact that The Bachelor and ABC and Disney are trying to pretend in the year of 2026, when it costs $900 to take a family of 3 to fucking Disney World, that they give a shit about people.
Yeah.
Where did all these morals come from? Disney? And look, I love Disney properties. I'm not like trying to shit on Disney. I'm genuinely shocked that they're throwing away tens of millions of dollars because a reality TV person sucks. Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Have you seen reality television?
Yeah.
Like, what? The Kardashians is still on the air. Kim Kardashian was married to Kanye West when he was posting swastikas on the internet. Why is this the line? What I'm just confused by it. It's like a company is trying to suddenly pretend after all of the shit that they've done that now they're like, oh, we don't want to air this television because this woman isn't great. It's like, yeah, we knew that. You knew that when you made it. What happened?
Oh yeah, that's what I mean.
I'm
like,
so confused. And now the publicity's crazy. The numbers would be off the fucking charts. And Disney's like, no, we have morals now. We haven't forever. But like now, we're really putting our foot down on this one. when we have been greedy corporatists for the last 90 years, we've fundamentally rewritten copyright law so that nobody can ever own anything again. But this one Mormon woman who threw a chair at her husband, that's the line.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. Good on him for being like
Mormon, like
whatever. I don't know the woman well enough to judge her religion, but
no, we were talking to Holly about it. She's like, none of them are Mormon on the Mormon Wives show.
I just find it very funny. I find it when these giant corporate entities out of the blue try and pretend like they don't act like greedy money vacuums all the time. It just cracks me up. Like, just be yourself, Disney. I don't know who you're trying to be, but just be yourself. Who is this new version of you?
Oh my god. Probably something to do with it being a tax write-off.
I know they're going to lose tens of millions of dollars.
I don't think so. Mm-hmm. They only will do stuff like that if they are convinced it won't be successful. Yeah. Usually.
I mean, maybe they sue the shit out of this woman, but the problem with that is the only way that they could do that is by suing her. And if they sue her, all she has to do is be like, if you watch The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, the body cam footage of my arrest is in the show. Like, you knew that this was a thing. The whole framing of the show was that this was my second chance. But you're not going to air my second chance because of something I did before my second chance. I don't know. It's all just very confusing.
Yeah, it all stinks.
It all stinks. And look, I'm not pro what she did at all. I am verbalizing my confusion that this was the line for Disney. Given how they have produced their reality, particularly their reality TV, right? Disney is a family company in a number of their brands, and in a number of the brands they aren't. And yeah, I don't know. It was shocking to me that they canceled it when the press is, this kind of press is going to lead to crazy numbers. Like, this would make The Bachelorette, this would probably be the most talked about, maybe not the most watched, but it'd be the most watched in shorts on TikTok. The most talked about season of The Bachelorette maybe ever. And for like, not like the audience is being racist about, what's her name? Rachel, the black girl?
I don't know.
I've only seen 2 seasons of The Bachelor. I've never watched an episode of The Bachelorette. I only know about these things through like cultural osmosis. Yeah, just fascinating. Just fascinating that a television program that the entire premise is we fly a bunch of 20-somethings to a mansion, isolate them from their entire lives for a few months, get them drunk constantly, film them, and then edit that footage to make them look bad intentionally, is like, we have morals.
Yeah.
Have we ruined people's lives by making them the villain on our seasons by intentionally editing out any nice thing they've ever said? Yes. But we have morals about this.
Yeah.
It's just so wild. It's just very interesting to me.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Damari says, what if a dungeon floor was a dating show? I mean, I don't know about a floor of the dungeon, but like I feel like technically like Donut and Carl could get put on like a speed dating show of some kind, like as an interview.
Yeah.
Right?
That'd be fun.
They've done, they did the like voice work, right? So it's clearly not just like specifically interviews. It can kind of be anything.
Yeah. I do wonder if there's going to be any romance on this. I don't think it'll be Carl and Katya. But I do kind of, I don't know, man. Carl and Amani. I feel like there's something there.
Yeah. Or Carl and the lady from the TV show that they're going to meet again.
Princess Donadia?
No, from the TV show in the circus that they were filming.
Oh, yeah.
That one. Forgot her name.
Yeah.
Or like Imami. Oh my god.
I like Imami. That we need to make that a thing.
Yeah.
We need to make Imami happen.
Signet.
Right. Oh, Signet was hot. Mm-hmm. Chapter 26. We meet Growler Gary. Do you want to talk through this? Do you want to explain what happens now?
The plan?
We have these carts. And these carts have basically like fans on the front that are portals that zap people away.
Yeah, any part of you touches this thing and you are gone.
This becomes very important for the rest of the book. But the problem with these carts is that we need 2 left hands from 2 gnolls to run them. And Katya can turn into a gnoll, kind of, but she doesn't count. We also have these permanent NPCs. You can kill them, and they will always come back because they are necessary to the plot of the show.
Yeah. Which we find out from the cookbook. Thank you, cookbook.
So...
Or I mean, sometimes they have an item or information, that is, like, necessary.
And so we get maybe the best piece of donut comedy yet.
Was that in this chapter? Yeah, I guess.
Which is that they want to level up Mongo. And so they have Mongo eat Growler Gary to take his left hand. And they take it back, put it on the thing. Katya doesn't work. So Donut goes, Mongo! And in one word, just his name, we know that Donut is saying, I need you to go eat this Growler Gary again.
Yeah.
And then we do this 14 times in a row. And it's edited into the crawl, making Carl look like a fucking monster.
Yeah.
And we go back and we set up all the carts, and then we realize...
They edited in, like, whimpering or whatever.
We realize we're too short. We still need 2 more. And so Donut gets another hearty... Mongo!
Yeah. Yeah.
Matt Dinniman.
This
Perfection.
sequence
Chef's kiss.
was fantastic. Them realizing they're like, no, you can't take a right and a left hand.
Yeah.
You have to go back and you've got to get only left hands.
Only lefts.
But the moment where they're like, so, Gary, here's the deal, bud. We need your hands to get revenge on the people that killed your friends. And he's like,
yeah.
Oh. He's like, I only need to do this like 12 more times or whatever it is. Carl's like, yeah. He's like, all right, I'll do it.
What a nightmare that he remembers it, though.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as they walk in the room, he's like, he's like cowering and hiding. He's got like a bat or something.
I just think
like, I'm so sorry. Katya literally couldn't even be there. She's like, I can't do this.
Oh, yeah. I would be the one doing this in our party. Yeah. I'd be like, hey, guys, take 5.
Yeah.
I'll handle the mess.
Speaking of mess.
Yeah.
Later. Anyways, yeah, they get a bunch of left hands. Of gnoll left hands from Growler Gary. After repeatedly, having Mongo just chomp down on his head. Carl takes a bunch of explosives, just like shoots them down the Vermilion line, and is able to block the tunnel.
Yeah, it is smart, right? Honestly, I'm surprised they didn't think about blocking more tunnels to kind of direct the flow of Krakaren baby traffic. The sentences this book series makes you say out loud are so crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we block a whole tunnel. Although I guess you don't know what the structural integrity of the floor is.
Yeah.
So you don't know when you're going to start to fuck with other tunnels.
Yeah. Because
there is a chance that you do bring the tunnel down, and on the other side of the wall that you just blew open, there's just another tunnel.
Yeah, like you don't know, because
they kind of have a good map at this point, but like who knows what's in the walls?
Yeah,
it would actually be. I wouldn't put it past the AI to fill the walls with things so that if you do blow up a wall, you have to deal with a fucking like shadow monstrosity or something.
Oh yeah, 100%. There's also an explosion. That turns out to be one of the soul crystals.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was a group that died trying to turn off the generator.
Well, they did. The problem is the soul crystal blew and they all died. They died in the aftermath, right? The soul crystal blows up, killing everybody nearby.
Yeah.
But this leads us to the brilliant plan of we're going to blow up we're going to kill so many creatures that the soul crystals overload and they explode on their own. So everyone get away from the soul crystals because we're going to try and make sure that we blow them all up.
Yeah.
Because then we deal with less ghouls. And then less ghouls means less DTs, means less province bosses.
Yeah.
Yeah. We never killed the province boss. I'm sad about that.
Yeah.
I wanted that XP.
I'm sure they did too.
Yeah, and so we see that this chapter 27 is where we have our first experience where a level 3 DT creature explodes, leaving thousands of baby Krakerans to start to fester and grow.
Right.
And Carl gets the AI off by using those little grippers to smush baby Krakerans.
Yeah. These things grow ridiculously fast.
Yeah.
Like they are growing as they're...
They kind of just pop under his feet.
Nasty shit. So there's gonna be a lot of these, and
eventually
they're gonna be a problem.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're gonna be a problem tomorrow because the AI says it's gonna be tomorrow around this time.
Oh, you mean the announcement?
Yeah, when the AI is like, we're gonna make our announcement now because you're gonna have your hands full tomorrow around this time.
Yeah.
Very funny.
Yeah.
So we attempt our rescue of Batista and his crew. We go down into the abyss, and we accidentally teleport a mimic.
Yeah. Right.
Carl's like, why is there a train stop sign here? That's so strange.
Yeah.
Why would that be in the middle of this tunnel?
This makes no sense.
Yeah. Oh, it's a mimic. Oh, it's a mimic. Oh, it's a mimic.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, anyone get the fuck out. It's also like utterly massive. Like it's like stories tall. I'm like, this thing is insane.
They transport it to the train yard and it starts to turn into a building.
Yeah.
It's not a chest for Freerin to get half swallowed by so that her ass is in the air.
It's not a door.
For the Gooners.
Yeah.
What? No, it's a
Freerin is a Gooning anime.
Building. Mm-hmm. It's a building. But don't worry, we will never go to Yard E again, because we know it's there. Why would we ever return? Why would we ever go to Yard E? That would be crazy.
Yeah, that'd be insane.
It would be... Why would we ever, go fight the Mimic?
Yeah.
Wouldn't happen.
Anyways, they do get to the Abyss. They've got all the hats, which Donut is very, 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 very upset at letting go. Because she's like, we're going to be millionaires. It's going to be so awesome. And Carl's like, well, maybe we'll get them back later. Okay, just we're trying to save people here.
Yeah, I am surprised, given Donut's high intelligence score now, that she doesn't put together that they wouldn't have any value at this point. Like, she's so excited about the money, but the AI making it so that the only time you can really sell them for a lot of money is right at the beginning is the most dungeon crawler Carl thing ever.
Yes, but at the same time, like, Donut has a touchstone for many things that she experienced as a cat in, like, her previous life, I guess. Mm-hmm. I don't think, like, economics is one of those things. Like, I think she has a high enough intelligence to figure out a lot of things that she has experience of and memories of and all that jazz. I think that how economics works would be such a completely foreign thing that, like, it wouldn't even cross her mind to begin to think about.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
She's just like, I talk good and sell things for much money. Like, that's her touchstone of how a marketplace works, right? Mm-hmm. She's basically been inside or at a pageant, like, her whole life. So this actually makes total sense to me. Just because the concept, I think, would just be so foreign to her. Not that she couldn't figure it out and understand why it happened, but it just wouldn't, like, cross her mind.
He didn't watch the Business Channel.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like, she can only kind of absorb things that she has, like, half remembered from being a normal cat.
Sir Jimmerus says, Freerin is a Gooner anime is the wildest take you've ever said, and I've been here since Wheel of Time Book 1. It's not a take, it's a joke.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, that one's a joke.
Yeah. It is just very funny that Freerin just ends up face down, ass up very frequently.
Yeah. It's not a Gooner anime, but there is that one Gooner shot they love of her ass twitching while she's half inside a Mimic.
Yeah.
It's really only a Gooner anime for Vor fans.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goddamn.
So we have a chat with Elle, and they have gone. Elle McGivens reaches out and is like, "Hey, we can now exit through 72,
Right.
that is open. Good to know.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Shit yeah. Fuck yeah, brother. So we are talking with Batista, chapter 29. And we find out that Batista has been neglecting his swashbuckling class because
he's
mostly been
Beanie Babies.
fighting with his Jacksprin babies.
Yeah. He's like, makes a comment earlier. He's like, yeah, they're like my pets or whatever. Yeah. Carl's like, I haven't seen pets, but okay. Yeah, it turns out all the fucking Beanie Babies that Miss Quill had last book, those things will do shit for you. If
you rip the tag off of them, they come to life and fight for you. And Carl happens to have a unique demon.
Yeah. Well, and they don't necessarily fight for you. This is a fun thing. They all have different functions.
Yeah.
And depending on their rarity is how long they'll last and how powerful they are. So this is I think this is very fun. I can't wait to see what the unique one that they have does. But yeah, I love that Bautista's like, I'm just gonna let these like stuffed animals
do the work for me.
Do things for me.
The inherent problem with that, and what I would say if I was in the party is, hey, that you're getting XP, but you're not leveling up skills.
Yes.
Like there's an inherent. It's sort of like people who beat early parts of games with grenades, and then they don't level up any of the skills that allow them to take on later bosses. And they're like, why am I struggling so much?
Yeah.
It's like, well, you never leveled anything up. You just sort of, it's like Sneak Archer in Skyrim. Really powerful until you get into a fight where you can't hide. You know what I mean?
You can always hide.
You can? Like, there's no fights where that's a problem?
Well, there are skills like invisibility. And if you level up your sneak high enough, you can basically stand in plain view, but if you crouch, they don't see you. It's incredible. It's busted as fuck. I love it so much.
Okay, I've never played Sneak Archer in Skyrim because that sounds incredibly boring to me.
It's not the most fun way to play, but I do think it is hilarious.
The thing about it...
Blue, you shut your mouth.
It's like going through all of God of War where you don't spend your points to level up your character's skills. Who did that, Blue?
Nobody.
Who played... I love that you're like, you don't need to explain RPG mechanics to me earlier in this podcast, and you had thousands of experience points in God of War, and you never spent them.
I was busy playing the game.
I like dearly, dearly love you.
Whenever you say
dearly,
that,
dearly love you.
It does not bode well.
But I am so deeply tickled by the way that you understand some video game mechanics so well and have a zero comprehension of other very common video game mechanics. Like you're a... It's really fascinating to watch because you do get like 70% of video games 100%. And then there's like 20% that you have to figure out and you'll get it by the end of the game. And then there's 10% that you will never understand. And it just is amazing to me.
I understand the concept of spending experience points or whatever it is. I just think I missed a notification that said that was a possibility. So I didn't know.
Thank you for becoming a member, Johnny Coleman.
Johnny Coleman, thank you.
For the premiere, will you be in chat? Yeah, we're going to try and be in chat. Barring, like, something happening. If we're not going to be in chat, we'll let you guys know why. But we'll do our best to be in chat.
Yeah, we're meeting up with our cast on Friday, so depending on what time, we may not be able to be there all the way to the end. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it'll be really casual. We'll hang out.
I love you, by the way. I just want to make that clear. I do. I really do. It's just very funny sometimes when you're like, I just don't understand, and it's like one button.
I missed the notification. Okay.
Hey, here's the truth, though. You almost beat the game without experience.
Yeah, so...
You did a hardcore run.
Who is actually a good gamer? Let's be honest.
Okay, play some Dark Souls.
I said a good gamer, not torture porn.
Hey, you made it 87 minutes into Elden Ring. I don't think you killed anything. But you played for 87 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think I killed anything. Yeah. I walked into a cave and there were like gargoyle dogs. I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those things are actually hard to kill though.
Thank you. Yeah. And I was like, why would I be allowed in here if I wasn't able to kill these things?
You're able to. They're just hard. So
This is why I would be great in the dungeon, because I just do everything on hard mode and I would get much XP.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yep. So we go back to our safe room, and Katya gets a dope-ass shield and police baton from a fan box, as well as a crossbow bolt from Formidable.
Princess Formidable.
Yeah, we get a bolt that allows us to temporarily remove invulnerability from gods.
Very useful. We don't know why yet. We're like, oh, I mean, we know it's useful at this point. We're like, oh, that's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Great. Love that. Very important later on.
And Mordecai reappears.
The moment
Kaboom.
that Katya expels all of the blood that she had in her inventory. Oh, she did clean up beforehand, too.
Oh, she makes the whole place spotless.
She tidied up. She's like, you know what? You know, there's some blood everywhere, and Mongo hasn't licked it all up yet, so...
She cleans the entire room, and then they get a notification from the show saying, hey, you can't keep liquids in your inventory anymore.
Without a container, which, okay, fair enough. And so when that patch is made, Katya expels all of the liquid that she had put into her inventory from riding the front of the train all over Mordecai.
Because she needed her scoop to not be filled with liquid.
Yeah.
And so she was constantly taking in blood of festering ghouls. Festering blood. But the blood of festering ghouls.
Now we have a cleaner bot. So we have someone to do it for us, you know?
Thank God. And honestly...
We're busy leveling up. We don't have time to clean.
Honestly, the AI could have charged anything for the cleaner bot. Yeah. They would have... Katya would have given the 500,000 gold. They were up to their knees in fucking viscera in their own rooms.
Yeah.
God, man. If Roombas actually worked for, like, a house like ours...
Oh, I was like, they do work.
I mean, you kind of have to have a flat house.
Yeah, Taylor has one for her main floor. But they don't do stairs.
Well, they don't do stairs, and there's
you could get an elevator put in, a little lift for it.
It would have to run the elevator itself.
Well, it'd be like an elevator that, like, once it senses that something, like, enters it, like, goes up automatically, right? And so you'd program the Roomba to do the floor, then go into the elevator. Then the elevator would be programmed to, when something goes inside of it, go up or down. Then the Roomba would be programmed to the next floor. Theoretically, it's possible.
I guess, yeah. We have too many bumps between floors, though. Or between rooms.
Yeah, no, I know.
Because our house is old.
Yeah, it's not happening for us, guys.
Yeah, it wouldn't work in our house. It's too old.
Yeah.
But...
God. Yeah, there's just a lot of lips and bumps and things because the house is old. The floor is uneven.
Can we talk about something not dirty, but like intimate for a second? Not sexually intimate, like human intimate.
Oh, sure, okay.
I just kind of thought about this. You know how at the beginning of the dungeon, like all the shit that's wrong with you is fixed, right? So that you don't need like medication and stuff.
Sure.
Women are still having periods in here, right?
Probably.
Is the okay? I'm. This is gonna sound dumb. Is the dungeon when it's fixing stuff when you first go in,
Yeah.
does the dungeon fix like endo and shit so that your period cramps aren't as bad?
God, that'd be nice.
So that you're not like, so that women aren't taken out of action for days of the event?
That'd be great, actually.
Like they probably still have cramps, but they're not that bad.
Yeah.
Is that an insane thought? But I could see the show being like, man, human women get these cramps that stop them from being able to interact with the dungeon for like 40 hours once a month. What if we just got rid of that?
Another question. Can you get pregnant in the dungeon?
Yes.
Like the crawlers can?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Ooh. Real question. Can a crawler get impregnated by an NPC? Because the NPCs die between floors, so that it wouldn't matter if you impregnated an NPC, because that wouldn't last.
Yeah.
Or,
that's what I mean. Can crawlers get pregnant?
Is there an NPC that has been pregnant for like multiple seasons because they got impregnated by a crawler like 6 seasons ago, but they only live 10 days at a time, so the gestation period of their baby is going to be 9 months. So it's going to be 10 times 3 times 9, 30 times 9. It's like 180 crawls. That's not good math. No. Was that 270 crawls? It would be 200... No, that doesn't make... 27 crawls. 27 crawls.
Well, it depends. Each floor lasts a different amount of time.
Sure, but like, say... I use 10 days for like one of these early floors.
I just mean, yeah,
if
some
a
of the
crawler,
floors last months.
if a like fucking horny ass crawler fucks a goblin, impregnates that goblin, it's an NPC. That floor only lasts 10 days, right? And then they go into like stasis or some shit. Does that goblin stay pregnant through 27 crawls?
No, because they are moved to the next floor. They become like reprogrammed by the system. They're now something else with different memories and different personality, and they get wiped, right?
No, I don't think that's true.
Yeah.
I think that the goblins stay goblins.
No, why would they? They're able to rewrite every single thing about them. I thought they literally just were able to take fucking clay and make the NPC exactly what they needed it to be.
Kind of, but the next floor is already built. Right? So like the floors of this one are already done.
So you think someone from one floor only works that one floor?
Yeah, that's why the goblins on floor 1 talked about like the dream of moving down to the floors without crawlers.
That's only because they don't know that they get remade.
But that doesn't make sense because like floor 6 is already open. What? Right? Floor 6 is already open. There are tourists on floor 6 right now. Floor 9 is already open. Like, Fraction Wars has already begun on floor 9. Like, the Skull Empire is already on floor 9. So those floors already have to be present. Floor 4...
Interesting.
So, like, a floor like 4 might not, right? Floor 4 isn't already built. Maybe. I think it is, but it doesn't need to be. But, like, 3, 6, 9, and 12 have to be done before the crawl starts, or right when the crawl starts, because those floors are interactable with the intergalactic tourists.
Yeah.
And so I do think with the amount of work that goes into the floors, the programming of the like floor mobs is prior to the show starting. Right? Like, the Iron Tangle was planned and built prior to the floor, to the crawl starting.
Yeah.
And so I think that
I see what you're saying.
I think the mobs only do the floor they do.
Maybe.
Other than the ones that move between floors like Signet will.
Yeah, because she's like a television
character.
NPC.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting. I don't know.
Rob Dauber says, well, Brandon died because one of the old folks' homes guys impregnated an NPC and a fuck ton of mobs spawned?
What?
Wait, Brandon died because he impregnated an NPC? I didn't know that. Is that in the book, or is that a spoiler for a future book thing?
No, Brandon...
We learned that from Ellie in this book? I missed that someone impregnated a... Wow, okay.
Yeah, I missed the...
I might have heard that, but I did not remember that. That's crazy.
Right.
I should. That seems memorable enough that I should have remembered that one.
It was...
The babies had the face of the clock. Oh no! Wait. Yeah. No. Wait. We did know that.
That
No,
was
we
like
knew that.
when he died.
Yeah. No, we did know that because the babies had the face of the clock, and we reacted to that chapter, and we had a reaction to hearing that.
Yeah.
That. Yeah. No. It's so funny to me. You said the babies had the crazy face of the crawler, and then it came back to me. That was last week, right? God damn, these books. There's so much information. It is funny what sticks and what doesn't.
Yeah, I was like, oh, well, I guess they're all dead, so whatever. No, yeah, that's fucked. Okay. Okay, so NPCs can...
Which means that we could have fucked Brandy.
Yeah.
Brandy.
Yeah. If you've got, like, a pregnancy fetish, it's probably useful.
What a good wife you would be. Yeah. I don't have a pregnancy fetish, thankfully.
Thank God.
Yeah. Although there is a woman who works out at our gym who is so pregnant.
Girl, I'm like, damn.
She's so pregnant. She's like 11 months pregnant.
Yeah.
And she works out so much harder than I do.
I'm like, get it.
I'm like,
fucking
how?
get it. Go for it. Yeah.
She's like, and she's just fucking hitting it. And sometimes I'm staring. I need to not, and I'm not staring in like a sexual way. I look over and I'm like, how are you running that hard with that on your belly?
Yeah.
Like, what? How are you? You're working out so much harder than me. She makes me feel like such a failure. I'm in the gym, like, lifting my weights, and I'm like, that woman is kicking my ass right now, and she has, like, quadruplets in her stomach. Because she's also, like, 5 feet tall. If you were to, like, take a picture of her from the side, her belly extends out as far as she is high.
No, oh my God. No.
She's
if you've
so pregnant, and she works out so hard.
Someone who's, like, pregnant with multiple babies like that, no, she wouldn't be able to move the way that she is.
I don't know. Look, I am only saying this out of respect and admiration. Girl, fucking get it. It is so cool. The human bodies are nuts, man.
Oh, God, yeah.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm like, my shoulder hurts.
Yeah, getting back to, like, the dungeon, I am assuming that you would still get your period because, like, they still have to use the bathroom. Like, bodily functions are still running. So I do think that, like, that is possible. But I think, like, toilet paper is free. So, like, this is actually a world where you get, like, free, like, menstrual products, which is a step above ours. So...
But there's that one, like, crunchy granola hippie crawler who's like, I'm free bleeding. And the AI is like, no, you're not.
The AI is like, now there is a monster that is drawn to the smell of blood. And you're like, okay, great. Love that.
If you have your period in public for more than 30 seconds and you don't do something about it, we will send a monster after you. The audience doesn't want to watch that.
I guess, yeah. If they'll kill you for peeing in public, yeah, probably.
I can just imagine Carl hearing that announcement and being like, what the fuck is going on in the dungeon?
But no, I think that conditions would be cured.
Yeah, like I think that like PCOS, like stuff like that, I feel like the dungeon would take care of to make it easier for you to participate.
Suddenly your thyroid functions properly.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow.
Right. Oh my God, Chloe. Prior to the liquid containment change, you could probably just put it in your inventory before it comes out.
That's fair. No, actually. But no, if you wore a cup, that is a container. So even after this patch, you could still just put it in your inventory.
You just empty your Diva cup into your inventory.
Yeah. If you're like, man, I don't have a place to empty this right now. That is totally possible. I don't know if the container, I don't think needs to have a lid. Right? It just needs to be a container.
I can't believe we're having this conversation.
You brought it up.
I know. I love... What other book club about Dungeon Crawler Carl gets into the anatomy of female menstrual cycles and how they relate to the crawl? I'm telling you right now, if this was a book club with 2 men, this conversation isn't happening.
No, that's fair. You might have brought it up, and the other person would have been like, "And we're moving on." Yeah.
But we're gonna do 25 minutes on menstrual cycles.
Do you think your IBS would have been cured?
Oh. Could I eat, like, would I be lactose intolerant?
Is the dungeon the solution to long COVID? Just saying.
That's so stupid. Oh my god.
Would your autism be cured, or is autism considered like the genetic evolution that's actually like superior?
No, not superior.
They keep it.
I'll make a point about this. I do not view my autism as a condition. I view being autistic as the manner in which my brain functions.
And how you
not a detriment to how a normal brain functions.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so because it is the manner in which my brain functions, it is not a condition that can be cured. You can't cure how my brain functions.
Yeah, because you would be fundamentally changing you as a person. That'd be like curing the fact that your mom liked Star Wars and you were raised on that, and that's part of just who you are.
One of the ways that I've sometimes explained being autistic is that the majority of people are running Windows and I'm running Linux.
I'm so sorry. Wow.
Well, no, but I'm not.
What Windows? Are we on like 7 or Vista, or are we on like 11?
I don't know what you guys are on. I'm on Linux. I don't pay attention to what Windows edition you guys are on. It's not my problem. I run Linux. But like for me...
So what is ADHD then? Google fucking Chromebook? Like...
Yeah, kind of. It's a Chromebook with too many tabs open.
Just crashing all the time.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But sometimes I feel like that's helped me discuss it with people where they're like, oh, like you have autism, like that's like a detriment. And I'm like, oh, no, I just work differently than you do.
Yeah.
Right? And so I don't think the dungeon would change that because it is the base function.
Yeah.
Not the programs running on top of the base function.
Yeah, for sure.
And same with more like detrimental conditions, right? Like I would argue Down syndrome is a more detrimental condition than autism. But I don't think that the dungeon would take away someone's Down syndrome. Like I don't know how that would work. It's literally their genetics.
Right.
And just like having Down syndrome doesn't mean that you're like incapable of things, right?
Yeah.
Some people think that way. Some people look at someone with Down syndrome and are like, oh, like they have to be babied. And that is true for some people and not true for others. And Down syndrome,
sure.
much like autism, is a condition that has a full spectrum of needs associated with it, right?
Like the dungeon doesn't do the like nano healing bots from Doctor Who where it takes the template and makes all the humans what it thinks that they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
That's not what it's doing. Every human, and well, not even human at this point, right? Donut's a fucking cat, right? Everyone just kind of like becomes like the healthy version.
I do think weirdly, the dungeon would cure's the wrong word, but I do think that if you had Down syndrome and you chose a class at the beginning of level 3. You would no longer have Down syndrome if you chose another race.
Well, yeah, because it may not exist.
Well, but Down syndrome specifically is a genetic thing.
Yeah, and like, so if you're changing your genetics.
We know the markers in the double helix structure that cause Down syndrome.
Yeah.
Those markers wouldn't exist because you wouldn't have that DNA anymore because you would be a different species.
Yeah.
Whereas because autism is a like mental function thing, I think that I would still be autistic if I changed races, but I don't think that I would keep Down syndrome.
Yeah.
But just because it's specifically like where we understand those things to happen, I might be wrong. And honestly, like we know so little about autism that could be incorrect. I could choose to be a goat person and no longer have autism, right? Because like autism might only be possible in a human body. But it is interesting to think about it from the perspective of like what is a genetic change and what is a intellectual change.
Yeah.
Matt better answers these questions in a future book. Too many of us are neurodivergent.
No, fair. I think that these are kind of the interesting things that, because we're not there yet, we can like fuck around with, but that he has probably put a lot of thought into, because if I'm sure of anything, it's that he has put a lot of thought into these books.
Yeah, one of the differences I think in this conversation between a condition like Down syndrome and a condition like ADHD or autism is that there are medications that can help with ADHD, but you can't like take a pill that like makes it easier to have Down syndrome every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Like there's not like Adderall, and if there is, and I'm just completely ignorant to it, I'm sorry, I am speaking from potentially a place of ignorance on that. But yeah, just really, really, really fascinating to think about like.
Yeah.
That.
No, they're very different things that happen for very different reasons, right? Although a lot of people do think that ADHD is genetic, but you're like, when you're taking medications for it, you are managing the symptoms. You are not like changing or curing or fixing the like root cause.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knuckles wants to be an otter on another level, so I can say I have ADHD.
No, ADHD is autism ADHD.
Wow, way to step on the joke.
No, I thought it was funny. Rude.
They have ADHD. They know that. I think they said up above that they have both, so. Anyway, does not matter. Chris Pilkington, autism is definitely at least partially genetic. Like, half my family has some level. Oh, sure. But there isn't a... The difference is that, like, with Down syndrome, we know the exact, like, hey, this is the genome it happens on.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas autism is one of those, like, breakdowns of a bunch of pieces of genetics that make us up. It happens somewhere in there. Whereas specifically with Down syndrome, because we're like, it is this thing that, like, we can see before birth. Right? We can look at a like fetus's genetics and be like, oh, this kid is going to have Down syndrome.
Yeah.
And there's very spirited debate about what to do with those fetuses and whether or not we should allow those people to live. And I think that is
that's a whole
thing that I don't really understand. If you want your baby, have your baby, love your baby.
Yeah.
There are plenty of people with Down syndrome who bring incredible things to this world, and I don't think we should be regulating them out of existence personally. But
yeah. We're also not parents, so it's...
We're also not parents, and
we're the like, literal last people to be able to talk about something like that.
And honestly, in this economy, who can afford children, let alone children who need accommodations, right? Like...
That shit's expensive.
I want to be an otter so I can eat off my belly in public without everyone judging me. Not only would they not judge you, if you eat off your belly in public and you're an otter, people are fucking feral
People love
for it.
otters.
Oh, fucking women are just wet everywhere, just jilling over the fact that there's a cute otter. Jilling. Well, men jack off, women jill off. Have you never heard that before?
Never heard that before.
Wait, really?
No.
Wow. That's okay. That one's a shock to me.
Yeah.
Yes, the eugenics conversation, just what I came to book club for.
We're here to talk about the real shit, y'all.
I come to the Nerdy Wordy book club to hear that Nerdy and Clarus are anti-eugenics. Crazy.
Shocking, I know.
This actually shocks me more than Dog's House. That's fair, Nick, to Alan Reed.
Yeah,
Every time I open my Instagram, some new, like, not celebrity, but, like, Usain Bolt is still the biggest person, I think, to like that video. But there's always someone that, like, we know. Like, some of the voice actors from Has Been Hotel have liked that video. I know that the voice actor for Alistair liked it, and I was like, hey, look.
Yep. Yeah, my claim to fame.
Yeah, we've talked about periods and eugenics. We should talk about the book.
Fair enough. Anyways, Mordecai's back.
Mordecai's back!
Hell yes.
It's so fascinating to me that he didn't know what happened. Like, that for him, no time passed. Oh. And that he didn't, like, get told off by the system.
No, he just got a bunch of notifications the moment he came back.
I expected him to come in and be, like, mollified because he got kind of, like, written the riot act. And instead he kind of pops in and is like, you motherfucker, where the fuck is he? Where did that guy go? Where's Chaco? I'm gonna whoop his ass. Because something happened related to a god being summoned.
Potentially.
Which is important that we talk about gods being summoned because it's about to happen. And Mordecai, they get covered in blood. Mordecai is pissed at Carl for wearing the ring.
Yes. Which his reasoning actually makes sense, right? I was with Carl. I was like, oh yeah, I understand where getting the buffs for this, like whatever. But yeah, making yourself a target, especially on floors that are already going to be much harder, that we already have awful things to deal with, like Donut's crown. Making that more difficult on ourselves is not the move.
Well, and I really found it so fascinating, starting to set up this idea that the crawlers are put in a position by the show to take on exciting equipment that the show knows will make their lives hell.
Yep.
Right?
100%.
And the sort of drug addiction cycle that this book uses to talk about equipment, of like the first one's free, of the way that you entice people into drug addiction so that you can make money off of them, and how the game uses that same system to entice the crawlers into a situation they don't understand, where they're going to end up being part of these plot lines later on because that first one's free. Oh, 5% boost. Oh, I'll never kill another crawler. Not knowing that on level 9, Faction Wars is going to run based on who gets that ring off your fucking finger, right?
Right.
And there's something to there's universal ideas in society. And one of them is, if you want to make money off of somebody, you have to make your product enticing to them at a very cheap cost first. Look at Facebook. Facebook used to rock. Facebook used to be the best place online. It really was. Early Facebook, when it was kind of the social media, and it was just you and your friends, and it was like getting birthday messages, and like up until like kind of Farmville. Farmville ruined Facebook.
No, I like Farmville.
Yeah, but you're you. No, but like Farmville ruined Facebook, right? Because Farmville was the point where Facebook started to...
Farmville was like right at the beginning, though.
No, I had Facebook for years before Farmville.
I think Facebook...
And the point I'm making is, like, Farmville...
I got Facebook in 2006. And...
Really?
Yeah, and Farmville, like, wasn't that much later.
Farmville is when Facebook was monetized, yes. I had Facebook before it was monetized, so I don't know. When did... Wait, okay, Farmville. Oh my god, Farmville's still running. There's a Farmville 2.
Wow.
2009. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, like, I had Facebook for most of, like, the end of middle school and most of high school. Farmville kind of came out right at the end of high school.
Yeah. I remember getting Facebook at the end of grade 6.
Farmville was fun, but Farmville was also when Facebook became about having you just be on Facebook.
Yeah.
Not interacting with anybody. When it stopped being about what you were seeing from your friends and what you and your friends were saying to each other on Facebook, Farmville was the first time I really noticed Facebook was just trying to get you to just be there.
Yep.
Just to have you there for no social purpose.
CapCut just did it, right? When CapCut first dropped, it was free.
Mm-hmm.
You could go into CapCut and edit anything.
There were always paid features, but...
Well, but like
CapCut Pro was there from the beginning, but...
From the very beginning?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because I remember when I first got CapCut, there were like... You could get captions were free, but only like 5% of the fonts were free. And if you wanted other fonts, they were paid.
I am pretty sure that when CapCut first dropped, there were only a handful of fonts, right? When CapCut first dropped, they were like, hey, content creators, look at our cool new thing. And it's linked to TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And it, you know, if you use CapCut, it will help your views on TikTok. And like we're cool, we're chilling, come use our thing.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's what, $150, $200 to use for the year.
Well,
right?
CapCut free still exists.
Yeah, and you can't do anything on it. That's what I mean. It's the like it's the like look, we have a thing for you here. Yeah. You can totally just use this. Oh, you want to keep using that? Oh, shit. Well, now you're used to our program.
Yeah.
You're familiar with it. You've used it for so long, but we're actually going to take your money for it now.
And if you want good views on TikTok, you have to post through this other app because we want you on that app because it's paid.
Which I don't even know if that's true anymore, but yeah, there was a while that was like, if you edited on CapCut, it was like a boost to whatever. It's all fucking bullshit.
Yeah, and so it's that same concept. There are social concepts that exist kind of across society and across everything. And in shitification, the dungeon is in shitified.
What does that mean?
That it starts off with fun, sort of like easy to get into features that become basically pay slop.
Sorry, and in shitify?
Have you never heard enshittification before?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know what that word is.
Enshittification is a term that has become very popular.
Is it a real word?
Yes. I mean, in the way that all words are real.
I mean, is it in the dictionary? Like, why have I not heard it before?
I'm actually I'm very surprised that you haven't heard it before. It is an internet term for the process through which websites have typically websites, but kind of all services become basically ad slop over time.
Okay.
And that everything becomes less usable.
Okay.
And yeah, it's I'm surprised you haven't heard it. It's something that I talk about a lot, or a lot of the people that I follow online and shit. Where did it come from? I want to get this right. It was invented by Cory Doctorow. Yeah. Pattern where online platforms decline in quality over time, right?
Okay, sure, yeah.
And so Cory Doctorow invented it, and it's constant. Like it's just a constant problem with these online platforms where eventually they all become ad slop. Like, yeah. And I get told off by so many people that Mac OS is worse than Windows. There's so many people who tell me Mac OS is worse than Windows, and every time I use, and obviously we're streaming from a PC right now, like we use Windows in our company. Yeah. But like this is my stack: iPad, MacBook, iPhone. They're all right here. I use Mac OS far more than I use PCs. And you know what? Fuck Windows, man. I cannot open a Windows computer without fucking ads up my ass.
Wait, what? You turn on a computer? How are you getting ads when you turn on a computer?
Oh my god, I log in and it's like, we need to just check. It's been 3 days. Can we check in about whether or not you want to have Office 365? I'm like, nope, still don't want Office 365. Oh, okay, well, can we just check in? Do you want to have Edge as your... Are you sure you don't want to have Edge as your primary browser? Nope, I don't want Edge as my primary browser. I've said this every 3 days for fucking 10 years now. Not 10 years, but...
as someone who uses both though, like I Mac OS drives me up the fucking wall.
Sure, but at least Mac OS isn't constant ad slop. And like
that's not true. I get hourly notifications of your cloud storage is maxed out, and I'm like, yeah, shut up. I don't need to use that.
But that is enshittification. That right there, absolutely enshittification. I'm not saying Mac never has it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that the search bar on the PC, the bottom row of a PC, used to be so useful, and now that it tries to push you to paid things, it is crap. Like Windows has literally ruined Windows services, and Windows 11 is significantly worse for this than Windows 10 was.
Sure.
Like significantly worse.
Everyone knows it was a huge downgrade.
And it's very disappointing to me. It's really disappointing for Windows to become as frustrating to use in the modern era when it's just an OS. I don't need my OS to have ads in it. If I need a service, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
But like the idea that I have to have this shit forced on me is just, it's so frustrating. And so that's inshitification.
Yeah.
It's Instagram having more ads than content from people you follow.
Yeah.
That's inshitification, right? It's all of those dark pattern things. It's Instagram intentionally making it take longer for a story to post than it actually does, so that you don't post a story and leave the app. Because you leave the app, and then there's the thing at the top of your phone that's like, this is still uploading, keep Instagram open, so that it like sits at like 95% for like a minute, so that you stay on Instagram for that minute. And it's trying to get you to go from posting the story to scrolling so that you don't leave the app. Because if the story posted as fast as it actually could, you would post the story and leave the app, but they don't want you to do that. Because they think that if they take 30 seconds of your time to get you to start scrolling, you'll stay on and you'll watch more ads.
Yeah.
It's literally designed for that. And for me personally, the first moment of this I saw was Farmville. Farmville was the beginning of that. And the Dungeons version of that is there's all these cool toys that you get at the beginning. Oh my god, I got a unique ring. Look at the ability. I'm going to have to kill someone on floor 9. A crown. I'm going to have to fight someone on floor 9, whatever.
Yeah.
The crown is worth it. I'll deal with floor 9 when we get to floor 9. All of these crawlers are going to get to floor 6, floor 9. And all of a sudden, they're going to have this mountain of bullshit they have to do.
Yes.
Because the AI is forcing them into these fights that they never really thought about. Because they were like, oh, whatever, I want a 5% boost. Mordecai's right here, right? He's like, look, I get it. It's a 5% boost to stats. That is very powerful. It is going to fucking suck, dude. Everyone in the galaxy is going to be up your ass for that ring.
Yeah.
Do you really want to fight everyone in the galaxy?
Yeah.
And, you know, it's not ads, but even like
it's worse.
The crawl is shitified because the audience of the galaxy gets to check in and watch 3 full floors with no sponsors, and then all of a sudden you get to floor 4 and things get interesting, and Princess Donadia is like, hi, are you enjoying Donut Stream? My name's Princess Donadia.
And this this particular season of the crawl as well is like cheaped out on.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like the crawl has gotten worse in a way, right? Like the it's underfunded, and so it's gotten like worse. We
haven't really talked about how that is sort of Matt Dinniman's commentary on the place we're at with late stage capitalism, right? Where like the debt ceiling of the galaxy is in such a, or of Borant at the very least, is in such a place where they have to fuck the crawl for tax reasons.
Yeah.
Which is the same thing as Disney Plus, or not Disney Plus. Was it Warner Brothers that canceled the Acme versus the Coyote versus Acme cartoon movie or Batwoman getting canned for tax reasons?
Yeah.
Batgirl? No, it was Batgirl.
Batgirl.
God, I want to see that movie so bad. I was so excited for that film.
Yeah. It's like The Bachelor.
Brendan Fraser, he's my favorite. He's an all-time hero to me, and I'm so sad I won't get to see him as Firefly, right?
Yeah.
Willow. Yeah, the Willow. Well, the Willow show was bad, but
yeah.
The Willow show was bad, but it should still be on Disney Plus. The fact that it's just nowhere, like you can go watch our reaction on Patreon,
but you can't follow
along because
that show doesn't exist anywhere.
There's nowhere for you to watch that show legally, and so you can just watch us watch it, but not be able to watch it, like.
Yeah, because we went from physical media to you don't actually own anything anymore.
You'll own nothing and you'll like it.
Yep. Yeah, I used to love like looking at like my movie collection, you know? Like I'm like, wow. Yeah.
And like we could buy movies and we just don't, right? We don't really watch stuff unless it's for content.
No, I know, but like, you know, because we have to pay fucking $30 or whatever it is to like buy Sinners online, it's like, well, do I also want to spend $30 to get the DVD? You know, like, I've already bought it.
Well, and like...
Kind of.
For a long time, I was living in New York for a while, and I remember I was at New York Comic Con, and a guy gave me his CD, and I gave it back to him. I was like, oh, I don't have a way to play this.
Yeah.
And now I do because we have a PS5. But like the only DVD player in our house, the only CD player or DVD player that we own is the PS5.
Yeah.
I have no other device in my house that I can put a disc into. It's the only one. And that's crazy to me.
I know.
Like, the fact that my PC tower doesn't have a DVD or a CD burner in it is so strange.
I can't put Croc 2 in the fucking CD.
What?
Croc 2 is a, like,
what's
computer
Croc
game?
2? Wait, how do I not know this?
I don't know.
CROC?
Yeah. Dude, I fucking loved this game.
Oh, no. I have seen this.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
no,
you're
I
like
take
a
it
little
back.
crocodile and you're jumping around and I don't know. Did I get anywhere near beating it?
So cute.
Absolutely not. I played the shit out of that game. And, like, I feel like I have visceral memories of, like, taking the disc, right? And fixing discs, right? If they got all scratched up. You had to, like, pray.
Oh, buying the spray and then, like, taking microfiber cloth to rub the spray into the crack to hope that it, like, sealed properly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good times. Dude, you should do a Croc 2 stream.
How, like, OBS wouldn't... If fucking Lord of the Rings Lego didn't run properly...
No, we'd run it through an emulator.
Oh, that says Game Boy Color. I played it on the computer.
Yeah, it was on PlayStation.
No, I played it on my computer.
Sure. I mean, it was probably on both, right?
Yeah, I would have had to have been. Yeah. Yeah, anyways. Crazy.
Yeah, it was on Windows.
Okay, I was like,
yeah.
Am I losing my mind?
We could find an emulator. That'd be fun.
Do I know how to play that game?
The sequel to Croc, no. Legend of the Gobbos.
Yeah, I didn't ever have the original either, but like,
Croc 2, chomp on that thing.
I don't know. I'm like,
That's so funny.
People like Blue is like Croc is an awesome game. I don't know how many people out there are like, yeah, I want to watch someone stream Croc 2. Like, pfft.
But like, to speak about initiatification, I've not been taking notes on Undercolor Carl. We've been using the fandom chapter summaries as we go through, right? And the fandom website the fandom wiki is fucking garbage. The ads on this thing are insane. They're so fucking bad.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do about it. We just all live with, like, the worst ads.
Twitch is the worst for it.
Oh, Twitch sucks, yeah.
Twitch is almost unusable for me now because of the ads.
I'm like, I don't watch enough Twitch to get Twitch Turbo, but I would buy Twitch Turbo if I was going to use Twitch more, because the ads are just garbage.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
Fandom is so bad, and they pay Google to put their results over actual wiki links. That's awful.
Yeah, you can pay to have any shit at the top of the Google search, you know?
Crazy. Where were we in the book?
Oh, we are at chapter 29? Yeah, Katya explodes. We're moving into chapter 30 where they get the cleaning bot.
Oh, Katya. So now that Mordecai's here, we're able to talk with Mordecai. Mordecai explains some stuff about the universe. And in doing so, Katya is able to...
Including branding.
Katya is able to use her former art teacher skills to shape the iron tangle. Because the iron tangle is made in the shape of the syndicate logo.
Yeah. Which
is
Mordecai's
so
like,
funny.
What, haven't you seen it on the stairs going down to each level? And Carl's like, no, it's fucking fish statues,
man. It's the Quatine.
Like, yeah, I know, I have never seen this symbol before. How the fuck were we supposed to figure this out? Mm-hmm. Which is why I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't need to fucking worry about the train shit, because there's no way I would have figured it out anyways.
But this means that there is basically the
named lines, yeah.
There's like the tangle, and then there's the reverse tangle, and there's an upside down tangle. So there's two tangles.
Doing Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Into the upside down.
I can't really hum the Stranger Things songs. It's so, like, distorted.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, we hit 1 day to go. 1 day more.
Yeah. We got an hour left.
Another day, another destiny. Left. On that endless road to Calvary.
Yeah.
And we have everything kind of break. The whole system falls apart, and we are being flooded with crack errands. We end up in Carl realizes that the circular floors are going to break open, and so they take a train with the portal on the front of it. They turn it on its head, and they lower it down so that when the floor breaks open and the Krakarans are going to come up from the upside down, they just go in the portal.
Yeah. Yeah, they just got a bug catcher.
This is brilliant.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm disappointed by is that we never drop... Okay, I said it in so many of the reactions. I wanted Carl to drop the Doomsday scenario into the abyss and get the experience for killing everything. I was like, dude, there are thousands of ghouls, thousands of Krakarans. There's a fucking level, like, Providence level boss in there. It's miles away. Drop the fucking Doomsday scenario through the portal. He never does it.
I mean, the problem is that bomb was so large that it was going to take out, like, several different, like, cities.
Yeah.
Like, and so I don't know if the Tango was actually big enough that, like, he wouldn't have just killed a bunch of crawlers. Right? It doesn't have people in his chats. It doesn't have everyone in his chats. He has no idea how close they are, like, relatively, like, in space and the radius of the bomb. Like, it would be so risky.
It will detonate the moment he pulls it out. No, because it's in the thing. I think he has a second, right? I think he would have time to...
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I feel like because he... I don't know. This might be the last time they have an opportunity like this with the portals to get rid of it that way. Without it being a suicide thing in his fucking inventory.
It says milliseconds. Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to get it through in time.
Maybe.
You know? Like, you'd have to already be touching the portal and then he would be gone with it.
Well, and that is the other problem. Because he would have to...
He's going to have to try and find some kind of time slowdown stasis thing, which I'm sure, like, this dungeon has everything. There's probably further down the line some kind of solution for it.
He says he has a specific plan for it. Yeah, so I was concerned that he wasn't throwing it away before he reveals he has a specific plan for it. And so I am excited for that specific plan later.
I wonder if it's going to be like Katniss Everdeen, where he, like, wins a dungeon and it, like, gets to meet all the fucking Warrant and Syndicate and everything, and then he just pulls it out.
He drops it on the yacht floor where everyone's partying.
Yeah.
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 That's interesting.
I don't know.
Unfortunately, despite the warnings that Carl has sent through the massive group chat that they now have, a lot of people did not listen, and so crawlers everywhere are getting taken out by Krakarans. At one point, we learned that the Mimic boss, the one in the in Station E, has killed 26,000 people itself.
Yeah.
Crazy. The scale of this, because we're doing trains, the scale of this is actually wild too, because they do eventually bring up, they're like, why haven't we run into more people? Like, if there's 300,000 of us, how have we not run into thousands of crawlers on these trains? Which is a really interesting problem that I don't know. But we kill a bunch of people. We end up starting the plan to blow all the ghoul generators, which leads us to teleporting a boss away, right as Prepotente and Miriam Dom are going to kill it. And this chapter 32, we meet Miriam Dom and Prepotente. I know we've already kind of talked about them. Prepotente is great. I think the implication is that they're all in their own upside-down version of the Tangle. Yeah, I think that is true. There would still be 100... That would still leave 150,000 crawlers on this version of the Tangle, though, right? Like, I know there's a bunch of colors, but 150,000 at the beginning of this, right? I think we haven't learned how many people survive. I think we'll learn how many people survived at the beginning of book 4, right? But even if it's just 150,000 people on these train lines, that's still crazy. Just a crazy number of people. And if they all have loot, like the scale of the dungeon here is pretty insane. Which I think sometimes helps with the death, because it's so many people, it actually feels less personal. Whereas like Brandon dying felt like it hit like a fucking rock. You know what I mean? It is such a fascinating thing about humans. The old adage of one death is a tragedy, 1,000 deaths is a statistic. Right? And how real that is in this book, where, you know, it's like 26,000 people were killed by this mimic. It's like, wow, that's crazy. I can't imagine 26,000 people dying.
And then Brandon dies, and we're like...
and Brandon dies off screen.
I know.
And we're, like, fucking devastated about it. Like, humans are so... We're not built for big numbers. I don't think it's that we lack the empathy. I think we're not built for big numbers. Right? Like, I think a lot about 9/11 and how, like, 3,000 people died. And that is a tragedy. But the part of the 9/11 museum, which is just remarkable, they did an incredible job. It beautifully honors the reality of that. The part of that museum that sticks with me the most is the only part of it that comes with its own warning, and it's you go through there's this black wall that you go around, and it is the images and video of the people who leapt from the towers as they were coming down, and decided not to wait for it, right? And there's something so impactful about those individuals that makes it stand out from the number. It
was similar to Hiroshima.
Yeah. The museum in Hiroshima, which is just...
It's a lot of individual stories.
I personally believe that you should not be allowed to be a leader of a country on Earth without visiting Hiroshima. Or Nagasaki. Like, I genuinely...
You shouldn't have access to those codes without...
No.
Yeah.
I think you should have to spend a full day, and you should have to go through every exhibit of those museums before you're allowed to be a leader of any country on... Or a senator or a congressman. I know it'd be a lot of flights and a lot of fuel wasted, but I genuinely believe...
No, it's not wasted, I don't think.
Because I've been to Hiroshima twice now, and it changes you. Like, it fundamentally changes your brain to witness it.
Yeah.
And the people who run those museums have done such an incredible job with them, and the care and empathy with which they continue to run them is just is a service, I believe, to all of humanity.
Yeah.
But I do it should be a necessity. Like, I think that I think our leaders would be better people if they went.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think that humans are sorry, excuse me, not meant for such large scale things. It's why some people, like there are phobias that are very real of like not being able to deal with the vastness of outside or of space.
Agoraphobia, yeah.
Right? Like some people, like, you fly up into space and you see the planet and it's like you can't handle it, right?
Yeah.
Or like in a weird way, like in The Expanse, the people from space coming to Earth and like seeing like the sky, like it's just humans are. I do believe that humans are community driven, and that community can only be so large.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No.
For you to actually know
the people in it.
No. Yeah. For you to actually know it, it's
Yeah. There's times when I think about that concept with our Discord, where I'm like, I love that our channel's growing, and like it's really honestly, guys, I've never been more narcissistic about my own channels in terms of just looking at my own numbers as I am right now, because we're so close to 100K on the main channel.
Yeah.
But there is a part of me that doesn't want the Discord to grow that much, because I do feel like right now I kind of know the people in it.
Yeah.
And there would be a scale at which I wouldn't really feel like I could know the people in the Discord. Like, realistically. And I'm not saying that I know everyone personally, but like, there's a few hundred people in that Discord who I've been speaking to now for years. Or like this show, where like, I don't want this show to get that big. I kind of like this show's size. Yeah. Because it still feels like I think we talked about this last week or the week before. It's really fascinating. Jared Poulter also brought this up. They lived in Poland and went to the concentration camps. I really would like to see them. I think that if you want to be a Holocaust denier, you should have to have visited all of the concentration camps.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to say it didn't happen until you've gone and looked at it.
Yeah.
And if you can go and look at it and still deny it, then go ahead. Be a denier. That's insane. But to never have visited them and to deny it is truly insanity to me. Having a wrong opinion is one thing, but that is a level of wrong that I do not think should be legal.
To jail.
Yeah.
Straight to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
no, it's very relevant.
How do we pivot out of this?
Oh, actually, I wanted to ask you guys, because you are kind of like our more dedicated like live stream community. Like, should we be doing anything when Nerdy Nightly hits 100K?
Oh, yeah.
Do people celebrate that? Like, I know on, like, Instagram, if you hit, like, 1 million, you do, like, a cake with, like, 1 million or whatever it is on it. And I'm like, I don't know. We don't know how to do this. We don't know what we're doing. Is that, like, worth celebrating on a stream? I don't know. Like, it feels really cool, but I'm also, like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what people care about.
I want to do something.
I know.
It's been my dream for this channel for over a decade.
I know.
I started Nerdy Nightly in 2014. And I look, we didn't start taking it seriously till COVID because I was too, But I've had these socials for 10 years, for 12 years. And and I've wanted that silver plaque the whole time. And now here we are, and it's like, I don't know. I want to do something. Because that's been the goal for so long.
Yeah. It's wild.
We do a lot. Reactions, book club, roleplay, relay. What? No. Us? We do so little. We only have 5 monetized channels.
I don't even want to tell you how many Instagram accounts we have.
Between the two of us? Do you think that we could even name them all accurately?
Yes. Yes, we've got our, like, personal acting ones, Dear David Webb and Ariel Ace. Okay. Then we have Nerdy Nightly.
Yeah.
Nerdy Nightly Reactions.
Yeah.
Do you have a Nerdy Daily one?
Not yet.
No? Okay. Nerdy Wordy Book Club.
Yeah. Roleplay Relay.
And Roleplay Relay. Those are all the, like, ones that you're associated with.
Nerdy's Lens.
Nerdy's Lens, yeah, your photography one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Secret Shadow one that I use to spy on people who have me blocked.
Sure, okay. Weirdo.
I don't post anything. It's literally just there are a few people who blocked me, and if I want to check in on their Instagram stories without them knowing it was me.
We have Breach Protoclothes.
Does that still exist?
Yeah, I mean it's there. It's never been deleted.
I thought I turned that into Nerdy Wordy Book Club.
Did you?
I don't have access to that anymore.
Okay, maybe not. And then
remember when I was like, I want to start a clothing line?
Yes, I do.
That was dumb.
Then Claris Polaris is 10. Then I have Claris.Polaris, Claris_Polaris, ClarisPolaris.ca.
A 24-hour stream reacting to your reactions. That's funny.
No. No, God.
Yeah, so we have 12 or 13 Instagram accounts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should do a live fondant icing making to commemorate the early days. The stand-up mixers that were sacrificed. We could do a baking live stream.
Yeah, I don't know when we'd be able to do it.
We could bake a 100K cake for my birthday.
Bake a 100K cake. That's fun because people do that. They'll like get a cake for like 100K, or we get a Bunner's cake.
How is that a live stream?
It's not. It's an excuse to get a Bunner's cake.
We can do that as well, but that's not content.
No, that's fair. No, we did a whole stream where we ate an ice cream cake.
Yeah, and it was miserable. That was the worst idea we ever had. We also ate like a third of an ice cream cake.
Yeah, you were like, I think we got this. And I was like, you're insane.
Is that still online somewhere?
I don't know if it was only on Twitch or not.
Oh my God, the fucking ice cream cake stream was miserable.
Yeah.
That was such a bad idea. Why did we do, and why, it was for something. There was a reason we did that.
Rooster as well.
You have Clarooster, yeah.
So that's another Instagram account. Anyways. Yeah, I don't remember. I think it was for New Year's or something, maybe?
I don't remember, but God, I really thought we were going to crush that, and we failed so miserably.
Nightmare.
We meet Prepotente and Miriam Dom. We've already kind of talked about them. Do you have any other thoughts about them?
Oh, no, but very funny bit.
Do you think Prepotente and Miriam are fucking?
No.
Okay.
No.
I don't know what she's into.
Yeah,
They might be.
I'm going to say doming. I don't know.
Can you imagine, like, if you were, like, closetedly into bestiality?
And then you get in the dungeon and you're like, hell yes!
Finally. Oh my God. They're, like, you know what Matt Dinniman has not brought up enough? Is the furries that are just over the fucking moon to get to finally...
Well, there might not be any left, right? A lot of people died, then didn't make it into the dungeon.
But there's so many furries. There's, like, a shocking amount of furries out there.
All right, fair enough.
I
thought it was more niche.
The one thing about you and I going into the dungeon that would be a contentious problem for our marriage is when we got to floor 3, the subtle ways I would try and be like, what about that? What about that, like, blue alien class, though?
What about a tail? Is tiefling on there?
Is Twi'lek an option?
Oh my god.
Hey, wife, did you get Twi'lek as an option for... What about the green alien lady from Star Trek?
It's just me, and my special skill is, like, strangling people with chains. Like...
Hey, babe, maybe choose that shapeshifter class.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
You know there's a bunch of dudes that choose shapeshifter and then immediately go to, like, the bathrooms and they're just playing with boobs.
Yeah.
They're like, ooh.
Oh yeah, 100%. If I was a shapeshifter, I'd make them bigger and play with them just to see what it felt like.
Officially saying, what do you mean now you know that I'm an A-list Sakura Gooner? What do you mean now?
Oh yeah, no, that's not news. But I'm glad we completed your education. The Nerdy Nightly education.
Oh my god.
God.
They definitely have a snick of the goat and Miriam together. Oh, 1,000%.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Katya
Absolutely.
can be any shape you want. Can she change her color, though?
I don't know.
I think she can, right?
But she could probably put all that mass into her tits. Technically.
I like a big titty.
Yeah.
But there is a
line.
Yeah, there's a line.
There is a line.
And we have some friends who've crossed it. I'll never say who.
Anyways.
For me personally. Not like, I'm not saying they're too big for them.
Yeah.
And their partners are very happy. I just, there would be a point on your frame where I'd be like, it's not hot anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. So.
Anyways, our plan is to use the Mantars and use Carl's gauntlet to punch the shit out of one of them until it turns into a god and send it through the portal.
To fight the mimic. And then they're going to punch another Mantar to resummon the god again and send the second summoning of the god to the abyss. The plan really was, we're going to do this twice and it's going to work.
Yeah.
Twice.
It, like, kind of worked, but Carl just has no feeling in his feet.
The second time, we do it better because we take the Mantar's arms and legs off.
Oh, yes.
Oh my god, these people they're all losing their minds. They're all becoming...
Delimb the Mantar. Yeah. You know, like, defeather or, like...
It's not that hard for the show to edit them all to look like they're lunatics, because they're all behaving like lunatics across the board.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we punch the shit out of the Mantar, but like you said, Carl can't feel his feet, which I didn't... Here's the thing. I knew they were invulnerable. I did not know that they had no feeling, which is wild, because he's just running around on numb toes, which would drive me crazy.
Yeah, no, he's talked about a few times where, like, the floor would have, like, felt really weird on his feet if he could feel it, right? Because of, like, dead things on it or texture or whatever it is.
There's just a part of my brain that's like, if my arm goes numb...
And when the pedicure bonus wore off, he was like, wow, my feet feel weird, right?
I guess you get used to anything. And I feel like my numb arms that I wake up with sometimes are awful because they're inconsistent. But if it was the consistent feeling, it's like how people, there are people who are in extreme pain that seem fine. And it's because their pain is so constant that it just gets to the point where you don't even react to it anymore. Right?
Yeah.
And how, like, our tolerances are based on what we're accustomed to.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you were to force yourself to eat spicy food for a while, you would probably build up some level of tolerance. Just because your body would get used to it.
Yeah, depending on if it was a spice that I was allergic to or not.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's no value for you to do that because we can cook our food in a way that isn't spicy for you, and most restaurants can accommodate you. And so there's not really a reason for us to have that problem. But if you're forced to have certain problems, at a certain point, you just kind of get used to it. You know what I mean? You just kind of, it's like, well, that is what it is.
Yeah.
You know? And I have IBS. And, like, I'm not embarrassed about it anymore. I talk about pooping way more than other people do. But it's a part of my life that I'm like, look, there's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
I can manage my diet so it is a little bit less bad. But sometimes I get very stressed and I'm just struggling. And I'm so used to it because it's been my whole life that, like, I'm not even embarrassed anymore. Like, I will literally get up in the middle of a conversation, be like, I have to go shit for 20 minutes. I'm not going to be back for a while. I'm so
not
sorry.
Coming back.
And
It's a great excuse to get out of awkward conversations,
Sure. Yeah, but there's nothing I can do about it. There's just literally nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to shit my pants at the table, and everyone has to do. I've been on dates where I've been like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I'm going to be gone for a while." It's just life, and some women have been uncomfortable with that, and that's fair. That's their thing, but I'm used to it, and I don't know. You just kind of get used to stuff. It's just fascinating that his feet are numb. I don't like being numb.
Yeah.
That's not true. I love when my mouth is numb. I get really excited when the dentist makes my mouth numb, and then I can just play with it with my tongue for hours. I do enjoy that quite a bit.
Oh, God. No, I hate it. Drives me nuts. Anyways, they summon a god. And Carl falls through the portal with the Mantar hanging onto his...
Because he's gripping the grippers.
Ankle.
Yeah. The problem with the god is that the god isn't a god. The god is armor that looks like a god that is currently being run by the Maestro.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's alive.
Yeah, the Maestro is alive.
Mm-hmm.
He had already left the ship and was in the dungeon by the time it got hit. R.I.P. Mom. He's like, oh yeah.
That monologue is so... Like, when he's like, do you think I would be dumb enough to get killed by that... Or to be in danger like that? Sorry, Mom.
Yeah.
Like, the pacing of the delivery by...
Jeff Hayes.
Is it Jeff Hayes?
Yeah.
Yes, Jeff Hayes. I'm mixing up the audiobook narrator of This and the Expanse. Jeff Hayes' delivery of that Maestro monologue is excellent. Yeah. Excellent comedic timing. Like, just really perfectly paced out to hit that, oh, sorry, Mom. Like, wonderful work.
No, it's iconic.
Yeah.
And it makes the gift to Katya so much more of a fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Because she knows her brother is piloting a god corpse.
Yeah.
Corpse? No. Body, I guess.
How financially out is the Skull Empire to do this? It must be somewhat affordable if multiple people do it every season.
It depends on how rich they are. I don't know.
Yeah. They're not in, like, financial dire straits like Borant is, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so Formidable has sent Katya an arrow to make the god not invulnerable for like 15 seconds, I think it is. The thing about that is that even Formidable or Maestro right now is like, that doesn't matter right now. Even if you made me like, he basically tells them, don't waste that arrow yet.
Yeah,
you can kill me with
strong.
it later.
Yeah, I'm too strong for you right now. I'm going to fuck you up. And Carl's like, Donut, you guys get the fuck out of here. You stick to your plan, do your thing. Like, kind of like makes his peace, but is also still
fucking don't.
He slams that potion that fucking, oh, thank God for Mordecai, right?
Thank God for Mordecai.
Because Carl gets smushed, crushed, splintered, shattered.
His legs
squished,
break.
Like, his spine shatters and reforms. Like, he dies multiple times and re-heals from this fucking potion. It is insane.
Yeah, really hoping the beginning of Floor 4 is not that stressful. Because we can't use a potion for, like, 9 more hours.
Oh, but it's only...
What? I don't think it resets at the floor, right? I think that the... No,
but this was like... This all started 24 hours before the next floor.
Right, but once they... So they're gonna... So the door opens at 6 hours. This fight happens right before the door opens, right? Because they've been fighting Krakkarans all day, holding the line. We get we kind of skipped over it because we didn't want to talk about each of it, but there's a lot of really great moments throughout the last few chapters of people talking about holding the line. Lee Jun and that team teaming up with us and being our posse for going into helping us lift the train because we have to physically lift the train from one track to the other. There's a bunch of like great little character moments with a bunch of side characters that we kind of skipped over to get to this, but. Yeah, they spent most of the day fighting Krakkarans, right? And kind of like holding the line and moving around.
Right.
So they take the 10-hour thing. I don't think Odette's show counts as time off of the potion clock. Because that's between floor, like, pause time.
Yeah, no, I'm not actually sure. Oh, just a little floof.
But it looks like... is the color of your hair?
No, that's red.
It's pretty close.
No, my hair is, like, more orange, and this is more like a maroon.
Sure. And so we fight the war god Grull, and we fight the mimic. Grull kills the mimic. And thank God Carl gets a little bit of experience for that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. And Carl is gonna die, but then fucking Ellie motherfucking McGibbons, that hot old woman. You know what? Fuck Amani. I mean, Carl, fuck Amani, and then fuck Ellie McGibbons, and then threesome. Let's go. Slide that dick into that ice cold pussy.
I mean, that's a big age difference, though.
Who cares about age difference? The world is over.
I'm just saying.
Who gives a shit? They're all adults. Carl's 40.
She's like, you remind me of my Barry, so.
Yeah.
Carl's not 40 yet, is he?
He's like in his late 30s, I think. How old is Carl?
I don't know. I honestly thought Carl was like 34. But maybe
Ellie and Brandy for the contrast. Oh my god, it's like when you get out of a hot tub and you go jump in the snow and they get back in the hot tub.
Right.
Carl's 28? Oh god.
Oops. Okay.
Life's been hard on him.
Why?
It's just rough around the edges. His mom tried to kill his dad and then herself. We didn't talk about that.
Yeah.
His mom tried to murder his dad. That does something. As a birthday present. Can you imagine ever celebrating your birthday again if you have to explain to your like girlfriend, like, I don't do birthdays. Why? As a birthday present, my mom tried to murder my dad and then kill herself. She failed to kill my dad, but she did kill herself. So I don't like my birthday anymore.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
that'll do it, you know.
Yeah. I don't celebrate. I don't really do birthdays. I'm more of a Valentine's Day guy. No, Carl would be a Valentine's Day guy.
No.
What holiday would Carl enjoy? His birthday's out. He's not romantic. He's not a Valentine's Day guy.
Halloween.
I don't know that Carl would dress up.
He's like, I get to not have my trauma for a day. I get to pretend to be someone
Thanksgiving's
else.
all about family.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Halloween.
No, Carl would be a 4th of July guy. Carl strikes me as like a small family barbecue. He loves like barbecued meats and beers with the boys. With his like 2 friends. Yeah, Jared and I are on the same page. He'd be a 4th of July guy. He's a veteran. Carl would be a 4th of July guy for sure. Blow stuff up, lots of fireworks. Come on.
Yeah, all right.
Carl would be like a pro-America dude too. Not like a pro-Trump. I don't think Carl would be a MAGA guy.
No, God no.
But this was what this book came out in 2021. So this like Biden's America, Trump, or Biden's America like Carl. I could see it.
I don't know.
Chloe, Thanksgiving is all family, man. Who is Carl cooking a turkey for?
He's a Friendsgiving guy.
Yeah, maybe. Carl likes Thanksgiving because he sits in his lazy boy all day and there's 3 football games on.
Sure. He's never talked about football, though.
No, but Carl watches American football. Without a doubt.
Yeah, right.
A vet who lives in Seattle who isn't a Seahawks fan, not a chance. Not a fucking chance. Carl's got a Russell Wilson jersey hanging in his fucking closet for sure. No, he wouldn't have a Russell Wilson jersey. He'd have a Beast Mode, Marshawn jersey, without a doubt. He's got a Marshawn jersey in his closet, and he loves that thing.
He's clearly a video gamer. I don't think he's a football guy.
I don't know. I think because of the like Super Bowl, the back-to-back Super Bowl runs, a lot of people in Seattle became fans. You know what I mean? There's that like city pride thing. By the end of the crawl, he'll be at Thanksgiving and celebrate with all his friends. That's so cute. Speaking of all his friends, they all fucking show up. Elma Gibbons flying around. Katya is cosplaying as Carl, which
very funny.
New Snick idea. And 2 Carls?
2 Carls.
Does she have a word? Like, do doppelgangers... Like, a doppelganger like... I keep derailing the show with tangents. Do doppelgangers like... Mordecai's dick would work, right? And his pussy would work. But because Katya is like clay, is she making a functioning penis? Or can she not do that because she doesn't have a penis? Like how her eyes have to be her real eyes, right?
I don't see why. She can literally change anything about her body. If she understands the anatomy of how it works, I think she'd be able to make it.
Okay, but she probably couldn't get someone pregnant. right? She could probably make it, but could she make it come? Like, could she make semen?
I don't know if she can make things separate from her body. So, like, as soon as it left, like, the tip of the dick, it would disappear.
She just, like, shoots mist.
Maybe?
Just jerking off. And then it comes out like a, like, aerosol can.
And it's gone? Yeah, because we haven't seen her, you know, she can't, like, take off a hand or something. Like, it has to be, like, part of her. So...
I just love the idea of, like, you're trying... It's their first time... They're trying to make, like, a facial video for OnlyFans. Jerking off. And then the girl's on her knees underneath, like, yeah, give it to me. And then just nothing. It comes out. They're like, oh.
She's like, sorry, at the moment it leaves my body. It's, yeah. Yeah. Oh, my God.
She has to, like, run one of those, like, tubes through a, like, hole behind her so that she can squirt fake cum out of the real dick that she's made. So she has to, like, when she's mentally building the dick, has to build, like, a porthole in her back so that they can run the tube from the, like, pump to squeeze the fake cum out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where they're getting fake cum in the dungeon, but, like, sure.
Every vendor has it. Just all of them. I mean, some girls, it mix, like, what, like, lube and, like, powdered milk.
Icing sugar. I don't know.
No, I think like lube and powdered milk. If you mix that together, it will look like fake cum.
All right.
Yeah, that's one of the ones I've heard.
Sure.
Welcome to the Nerdy Wordy Book Club, where you'll learn things you didn't want to know.
I know I did.
So we're fighting Groll. It's one of the best fights in the game, and I'm here talking about fake cum and Katya's fake dick. Why does anyone watch this show? Why are hundreds of you downloading this onto your phone as a podcast? So Groll is attacking like crazy. The plan to save Carl is to distract Groll, and is that in the Anarchist Cookbook?
It is now.
Crawler number 5, nerdy. Hey, I don't know if any of this is going to be helpful to you guys, but we made a snick and we needed fake cum.
Yeah.
Everyone else is like, I've developed bombs and ways to see through portals, and I'm like, so if you want to have a threesome with a goblin and a mantar, the weird socio-economic struggles you need to kind of navigate so that you don't piss either one off is rather difficult.
Jesus.
What chapter of the Anarchist Cookbook is this information relevant to?
Oh, that's just at the end.
There is an appendix at the end that's just shit nerdy wrote. It's not even in the other category. It's after other.
It's like not useful. The AI is like, no.
The AI is actively like sending me loot to make me stop talking about sex stuff. It's the opposite of Carl. The AI is
like a
desexualizing me.
Or like a cage. It's like if you wear this cage the whole time, you get all these buffs. You're not allowed to take it off. Oh my god. I bet there is a chastity cage item in the dungeon.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
And it goes to the like first person who fucks in the dungeon. You know what I mean? You know how like Carl had the first pet and so he got the legendary pet biscuit? The first person who fucks a mob, like, because someone fucks a mob night 1, finds a goblin, impregnates her immediately. That person immediately gets the like great chastity cage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone definitely got a legendary pet box for being like the first person to fuck their own dog in the dungeon, right?
Wow.
Yeah. I'm just saying, there are weird people.
Yeah.
There are weird people in the world. People like weird shit. If I know anything from being online, people like weird shit. And if society fell apart, they would do all the weird shit that they've thought about doing but don't because it's like illegal and weird. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing about like The Purge that's always crazy to me. Is The Purge is always about murder. And I'm like, no, people would do way weirder shit. Like the people who came up with the Purge movies are the least creative people alive. And I hate to say that because they made movies that are very popular. And there's like 9 Purge movies or something. But in a real purge situation, the actual things people would do would be so bizarre you couldn't fathom them. Right? That, like, people would immediately become wild animals and do shit that you're like, how did you even think to do that? And that's what I know about humanity, is society is the only thing keeping us from doing the strangest shit. Not the most violent, not the greediest. We do the greediest shit already. Like, that's legal. We find ways to do greed legally. It's all the really nutso weird shit that people would do if the dungeon happened. The thing that the books skip over is that first floor would have been debaucherous because people have been like, society's gone. I am going to do that, like, crazy thing I always thought about, but never did. And then they would fucking do it. And the audience would be like, whoa, humans are... what the fuck?
I don't know if they would still do those kind of things knowing there's an audience watching them.
I mean, everyone would become so fatalistic they wouldn't care about that.
I don't... Maybe.
Once you watch,
right
like,
away,
12
though.
people die... I think people would get real strange real quick.
Sure, I just can't imagine being horny after watching 12 people die.
Really?
Yeah.
I can. People fuck at funerals a lot, and the reason for it is that there's that, like, the immediacy of death in front of you tends to cause people to act out in ways that are, like, irrational. Like, I understand it's not rational to be horny after that, but it happens because the closeness of that relationship with death causes you to be irrational, right? And it's a fascinating phenomenon of humanity.
Fair.
Yeah. So we're fighting Grull, and Elma Gibbs is flying around. We're distracting him. Through the portal comes the Mantar. It has been delimbed by... we haven't talked about her, but Lee Jun is... No. Lena.
Yeah.
Lena is so hot. She's so hot. She's so scary.
Yeah.
She scares the fuck out of me.
She scares Carl.
Yeah, and he goes to, like, hug her and thank her, and she's like, do not touch me. You will be in insufferable pain. And I'm like, damn, you're so hot. And you can't use that.
She's like Rogue.
For pleasure. She's like Rogue.
Yeah.
Poor Rogue.
Yeah. No touching.
Yeah, and so we punch the shit out of the god of another Mantar, get Grull out of there, and we survive what was a death battle. We find out that there's this new mechanic where if there's two things fighting to kill Carl, they end up in a boss fight with each other. So this isn't Carl's boss battle. Carl is the goal in the Maestro's boss battle with the Mimic, and the goal of that battle is to kill Carl.
We know that it opens up a whole other, like, betting mini game of being able to, like, bet on specific scenarios.
Yeah.
So that, you know, the generic one is like, which one is going to be the one to kill Carl?
We're here to watch the death of a celebrated crawler. The problem is that the AI gives Carl 50-1 odds to survive, which I think, personally,
was on purpose.
Is actually beyond fair.
What do you mean?
50-1 is not that crazy. Like, 1 in 50 times Carl's gonna survive this. A fight between a invulnerable god and a Mimic boss that he can't fight on his own. Like, the idea that he only had 50-1 odds is actually, like, not bad. The problem is that the odds don't change fast enough, which is what Borant is trying to argue against. But the initial odds are actually, I think, underdone. I think that if you gave him 100-1 odds, it would have been fine. 50-1 is not that much of a long shot. And this feels like a crazy long shot. Like, a god and a Mimic fighting to kill you, and you don't really have a reasonable way to survive it.
Yeah, I thought that was why everybody bet on it, is because they were like, that's not actually bad odds, right? Like, I thought that they were pissed that the AI gave it 50-1 odds when it should have been like 1,000-1.
Right, but at 1,000-1, the Borant would have lost more money. Like, significantly more money.
Well, they would have, but they would have had less people bet on it, because they'd be like, 1,000-1 is insane. The reason that people took it is because 50-1 didn't seem that crazy, I thought.
No, Borant wanted the odds to be closer, not further.
What?
Borant wanted the AI to give Carl a better chance of surviving so that they lose less money on the people who are betting on Carl. The problem with the odds is that they don't move down fast enough. Because at 50-1, the chances of, like, if the odds had been set at 1,000 to 1,
then no one would have bet on it. And
no,
then they
everyone would have bet on it.
No, they wouldn't have.
Yeah. No.
No,
You're thinking about gambling wrong.
You would have looked at that and been like, no, those odds are too steep. Like,
but you're looking at gambling wrong. When you get something crazy like 1,000 to 1 odds, right? People will throw money on it just because on the off chance that it pops,
not the
you
general
get crazy
population.
money back.
I thought the reason that they were pissed is because 50-1 odds seemed like reasonable, and so a lot of people made the bet.
Right, but the AI giving reasonable odds is actually in Borant's favor.
I don't
understand. At 1,000 to 1, the payout on so when you're looking at odds balancing, right? The way that the balance happens for the book sheet is that you need enough people. You need enough people who are losing money on closer bets to cover that bet if it comes through, right? So if Carl's odds had been 1,000 to 1, then the amount and it passed, the amount of money that Borant would have had to have made on all of the other bets would have to cover the spread of their loss between the 1,000 to 1.
I don't understand. Let's move on.
All right. I think they're going to lose in court. I think that their argument...
Well, they already used their veto.
So 100%, right?
Like, I don't think there's anything they can do.
Well, no, so they've put in their appeal. So the court is going to make a decision. What happened with the last book is that they put in their appeal, they lost their appeal, and then they vetoed, right? So they vetoed after the appeals court thing happened.
Oh.
So this time, we don't know yet what the court's decision is. Right. But if the court rules against Borant, they do not have a veto this time. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you think the money is more, like, what would have been more expensive, them having to pay this out or the boxes?
See, that's what I don't know yet.
Because we don't know how much one is.
Yeah, and we don't, I would need to I would need to have access to the math of how many people bet at 50 to 1 and how much did they, like, you can't, the difference between this and the boxes is that there's nowhere in the box part where they're making money off the boxes, right? The boxes are pure loss. It's just pure taxes paid to the syndicate. In this case, while they are having a massive payout on people who were betting on Carl living, they are making money on the people who bet on Grohl winning. Like, because the people who bet on, like, Grohl wins, they all lost. The people who bet on the Mimic wins, they all lost. So there is a pool of money that they are taking in that counteracts some of their losses on the Carl wins bets. And we also don't know, like, what kind of crazy parlays were available. And so who bet that, like, because the 50 to 1 is just Carl survives, but there's better odds on, like, Carl survives, Grohl kills the Mimic.
Ireland wins, but Crumb gets the snitch.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what their losses look like. It's really hard to judge things against each other. I'm assuming the beginning of the next book will tell us if this is a bigger loss or not, and because I'm sure there will be a line in the next book about whether or not Borant should have saved their veto for this.
Yeah.
Whatever the case, Borant hates Carl.
Oh. Yeah.
Like, Borant, he is probably their...
And the AI is trying to fuck them so bad.
He's probably incredibly valuable to the show, but God, do they hate him so fucking much. He is costing them so much money. And, yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. Then they're getting money, too, right? Like, I'm assuming the sponsorship of Carl from Volte is... Although, does Volte sponsoring Carl is very funny, because Volte is spending money to sponsor Carl that Borant owes Volte. So they're basically just, like, putting their money in escrow, and they're gonna get it back by sponsoring Carl. They're not losing anything, because every dollar they give Borant to sponsor Carl is money that will return to them at some point.
Yeah.
It's just temporary. It's a business expense that they're going to get back. Volte sponsoring Carl, in a weird way, is almost a tax loophole. Because they're basically writing off their sponsorship. But then that money will be returned to them through past... Yeah, that's funny.
Assuming that corporations work the same way with write-offs.
Yeah, I don't know how the galaxy works. And so, yeah, Grull gets teleported away to the Abyss. Maestro immediately fucks out of the game, having lost again. And we say our goodbyes. Brandy, Tizquick. We didn't talk about Tizquick. I love Tizquick. I got really excited about him every time. They decide to stay and die. They're done. They don't want to deal with us anymore. And then we go down the stairs. We don't go... This whole time, I thought the whole upside down thing was that they were going to have to go up the stairs, and if they went down the stairs, they would die. I was wrong about that. We run into Agatha. She's like, hey, guys. She fucks off. Amani's like, what? Carl's like, I'll tell you about it later. Don't worry. And then we go meet Odette again. Lloyd is a... Sorry, I'm moving through the end here. I feel like you're kind of losing your voice. So we're going to get out of the show here a little bit. Great conversation with Odette.
Yeah.
Watching Lloyd try and interact with the show, and Odette is like, hold. And then just silently, we just see in silhouette Odette ripping into Lloyd made me really happy. The fact that they're not allowed to have snacks before the show is crazy to me. Like, at least provide water. What the fuck is wrong with you?
But the drugs. And
we go to the 5th floor, where we get randomly assigned to the air quadrant of the world. And we're going to go fight gnomes? No, what was... No, wait, it was...
Yeah.
I think it's gnomes. I think we're going to spend the next book having to... We have to, by the end of the floor, raid the air castle of the gnomes.
Yeah, I think it's like capture the flag or something.
Dirigible gnomes, that's what it is, yeah.
Yeah.
If you thought the trains were confusing, wait until we're doing flying islands.
Hopefully Katya can change herself into something that flies.
Oh my god, wait. We had a motorcycle, and then we did trains. We're doing planes, trains, and automobiles in reverse.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Y'all, that is book club for the week. Yeah, we do find out about Zeb's re-education. I'm very mad about that. I'm going to kill Lloyd myself. And I'm just excited. We don't learn as much from Odette as we do in the previous books, but we do get a tease that Chris is a problem. She does manage to sneak that out for us. So thank you, Odette. You're a real one. We also find out that the reason why Lloyd is able to fuck with Odette's show is because of...
the renegotiation.
They renegotiated for Katya.
Katya.
Which is fucked.
Yeah.
But I like having Katya on, so it's fine.
And the end of this book, we kind of talked about it at the beginning of Carl's moment of being like, you will not break me.
But I will break you.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Make sure you get your questions in by Sunday night so that we can record next week's book club in advance. We will do our best to be in chat. We're talking about the first 3 books. We're full book recapping 3 novels. So any question about the first 3 books, happy to talk about them. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave me comments down below because the algorithm god is hungry and we must feed her. This episode, that algorithm goddess is... Can we give it to Katya? She lost all of her friends. She went through it this book, and I love her.
Yeah.
If you want to follow us around the internet, you can. I'm at nerdynightly.
I'm at Claris Polaris.
Let's do high-low. While you think of your high, Getty Disciple says, I find it very surprising that Odette didn't have lawyers comb over that contract. I feel like it was the speed at which it had to be negotiated for Katya before the floor ended, right?
They just snuck stuff in there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like the late nights in American Congress when the American Congress people were I didn't have time to read 500 pages that they added in right before we voted. Yeah.
Insane.
Clarus, what's your high for this book? Or for the last section? We'll do book next week.
It's really tough between Carl's moment and also Brandy and Tizquick being like, fuck this. We're done. They're like...
Yeah.
Because...
I like that moment a lot.
The NPCs have really felt like NPCs up until that moment. Because we haven't seen any of them break out of the programming that they've had. And so I thought that was a great way to add a lot more complexity moving forward.
Yeah. Yeah. My low for this section is Loita.
What? Oh, sure, yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fish.
Fuck Loita.
And just the bloom in general, fascist governments as a whole. Do you have a low?
Same.
My high for this section is the Avengers Endgame, like, on your left moment where everyone shows up to save Carl. It was just, it was so earned. You know what I mean? Like, Carl's been so good to everyone, and it was just so earned for them to show up for him and for it to end the way that it did. I thought that was exceptional. Exceptionally done. Just loved it.
Yeah.
And that's the book. We're going to be back next week with a premiere. Week after that, we are doing the third Expanse book, so get excited for that. And then in the next month, we are starting Dungeon Crawler Carl 4. So we'll be back in 3 weeks with the beginning of Dungeon Crawler Carl 4.
We're going into it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I haven't talked about it, so.
Did we not? Do you want to do something else?
I just said...
do you want to take a break and do a Kushiels in April?
I don't know.
We'll decide. We'll talk in the Discord, and then we'll let everyone know.
I want to do both.
We have the next 2 weeks set, and so we have some time to figure out what we're going to do next.
Yeah.
The problem is I just want I want to finish this series. I'm very deeply invested in Dungeon Crawler Carl right now.
No, me too.
But we can't do double book clubs like we did when we were doing Kushiels and Mistborn.
I find it very difficult to keep everything straight. Yeah.
Smut Club. The only thing I can think of is that Lee.
We already went there.
I mean, her just chaining someone up and like the pleasure and the pain of the chains making you hurt, but her making you come. Like, she's gonna be Dommy Mommy for sure.
Professionally.
For sure.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you for watching. We will be back hopefully with all our voices next week. I'm sorry you've been feeling under the weather. But hey, you did so much work this week. Can I just take a moment to say this? This one has been under the weather and has accomplished so much in the last few days. You fucking rock. I don't know what I would do without you. I know I make fun of you a lot, but the company literally only exists because you're wonderful. Yeah, we'll see you all next time. Do something nerdy night. Oh, Sunday we're doing our Heated Rivalry stream. Come hang out. We're going to talk about Heated Rivalry.
Yes.
Bye.